Uh-oh.
Yeah, confetti!
Yeah!
Yeah!
I didn't even see anything come out.
It was the framing. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm feeling
yeah!
festive.
We got budget for the confetti, yeah!
That was anticlimactic, but that's what I
Wow.
get for spending $2 on it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pipeline Podcast, episode 170. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy season 4 of the show. We are here with some very, very special guests returning in 2026, because that's definitely when we're recording this. It's John, it's Tom, it's John from the Out of Time Film Podcast. Fellas, how's it going? How are you doing today?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Yay!
Hold on.
Woo! We
Hold on.
made
Woo.
it. Oh.
Definitely
Swear?
2026. It's definitely
Uh-oh.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, confetti!
Yeah!
Yeah!
I didn't even see anything come out.
It was the framing. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm feeling
yeah.
festive.
We got budget for the confetti, yeah!
That was anticlimactic, but that's what I get
Wow.
for spending $2 on it.
Wow.
Oh.
John, Tom, how are you guys today? How's it going?
I'm letting John
Yeah.
go first. Go first.
Yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah. I'm good. Just I'm happy, there was some great stuff that we had last year, some bad stuff. But yeah, I'm feeling great. Just get to, watch some stuff at the moment. I'm just watching, some shows, reading books, just trying to get back into that routine and watching things. And then yeah, just being fine, just ready for 2026, definitely in 2026. Yay. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, Tom?
Yeah, no, doing good. I'm ready to leave behind. I mean, aside from movies, which I loved, 2025 sucks. And so excited to get the second half of the 2020. Surely it'll be better. But I mean, we've got a cracking year ahead of us, just even looking at what's coming out. So yeah, I'm feeling positive. There's optimism in the air.
No, I agree. I think 2025 was a interesting year. I think there was a lot of good that happened, obviously, but then it was also a big oh, look at the world, things are a bit crazy right now in just our field of entertainment, but also just the real world of it all. It's whoa, okay, this is a crazy stuff that's happening right now. But I'm excited to look ahead. For those of you who don't know, who haven't read the title of the episode, we are looking ahead to 2026. We have, for those who didn't watch last year, I got you guys together last year to talk about our most anticipated movies of 2020 or 2025. It was 2025 last year. It's honestly, I just rewatched it because I needed to put together, I needed to go back and find out what everyone picked last year. And I was that was a really solid episode. We had a lot of good conversations. But before we go back into that, because I do want to go back and talk about what you guys picked last year, for your show, the Out of Time Film Podcast, how was that for 2026? What were some of your guys' biggest moments of the year, biggest surprises of the year that you guys maybe would like to talk about?
I have one in mind.
Okay.
How we went to go and see Minecraft on opening night and had such an awful experience that we left after about 40 minutes. And so the episode that we released, which is the shortest episode we've ever done, is basically us just being I don't know what we're gonna do. What is life? What is cinema?
We definitely had a existential crisis right there, after watching 40 minutes of the Minecraft movie. And I think in the episode we just talked about how sad we were about the landscape of this whole cinema experience, the decline of it, the cinema etiquette, what is actually happening to it. But after it, after watching 40 minutes of it, I think we just said that we just went on a car ride that we just drove around anywhere, and then we're just like we have to
Sure.
reflect real hard on what happened, and yeah, that was that was awful. So, but now we move past it. You know, me. Well, I said that I was morbidly curious. Well,
Mhm.
I'm depressed because of that whole experience. That how I chose the Minecraft movie as one of the most anticipated movie of 2025. Poor choice of words, but
Mhm.
we move on.
Yep.
And we learn. Yeah,
We
yeah,
forgive you.
yes,
It's probably the best ending to that bit, though. I think it's incredible of just like you being very, or again, curious about that movie to ultimately never even finishing the movie, which we may talk about in a couple minutes here. But like it, I do agree though. Like if you like the movie or if you don't like the movie, I was on the side I didn't love it too much, but like. Yeah, I was not a fan of how people were reacting in the movie
Yeah.
theater. I think it's okay to be excited. I think it's okay to be a fan, but yeah, like this wasn't genuine excitement. It was like meme culture taking over and being
yeah.
this thing, which wasn't my favorite movie experience either. Like I
Yeah.
saw it.
Did you
I saw it opening night. I went opening
Oh,
night.
did you stay the whole
wow.
entire thing?
I watched the whole movie. I didn't
Oh.
get most of the references. I've never seen my theater so packed since Endgame. That was easily the most packed
Wow.
I've seen it since Endgame.
Oh,
There was
wow.
like no seats left in the house. I haven't seen that since COVID. It was insane. Which like that's what makes it so sad because on one hand it's like cinema's healing, like people are coming back to the cinema, but at the same time it's like, but is this what I want cinema to be? Is this what I want the experience to be? I don't know. I think there needs to be a balance.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, like, other than that, like we've had a pretty good year. I mean, even just a couple weeks ago, the video on Avatar that we did, we got so many interesting comments, and it started a really great conversation, which is always the
Mhm.
things that we're looking for. And so there have been films this year that I wouldn't have, and shows that I wouldn't have thought would have sparked people's interest, but really did, and that's always the best part of every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great transition too, because I think like the movies and shows I typically talk about this time of year for like looking ahead are almost never like the most like our favorite movies by the end of the year. I think the two biggest ones, like I think like the two biggest shocks of 2025 for like general audiences at least was like Sinners and K-pop Demon Hunters. And neither of
Yeah.
those were on the list at all. Like I didn't really know they existed back then. So it's always interesting seeing like, oh, like what is the biggest stuff by the end of the year is always very fascinating.
Yeah, like you'll find some hidden gems. Like for me, I talked about this on the best of 2025,
Mhm.
just a recent video that we just did. Chainsaw Man, like the Chainsaw
Yeah.
Man movie. Like I was excited for it, but then like seeing all everybody's reactions, like it can't be that good because sometimes in anime films you get to see there's some really good ones like Suzume, Your Name, The Boy and the Heron, like some of the
Sure.
recent ones that just felt like an out of body experience. But this one was just so surprising for me. Like I've never felt so invested into a movie that was also like full of chaos and love and sadness and everything. That felt like an everything movie to me. So that was like the most surprising film for me of the year. I was like, wow, yeah, that,
Incredible.
yeah.
No, that's great. Um, let's just take a look at what you guys talked about last year.
Who
Yes.
boy?
Yes.
I have these pulled up. I had a lot, like again, I had a lot of fun going back and listening to our conversations last year. It's such a weird. I don't know if you guys do this at all. Like, again, I know you guys run your podcast over on your channel. By the way, fantastic podcast. Go check it out if you guys have not already.
Oh, too kind. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. I assume everyone else was number 2 on their Spotify Wrap this year for the Out of Time Film Podcast. So you guys are doing very well over there. But like I was going back into it, and it is this very weird like time capsule thing. This almost like time travel thing of just like when you go back and listen to like a certain time. It's like, oh, I just time traveled back to January of 2025. Like, it's weird where our headspaces were. We had a conversation that kind of broke my heart, where like we talked about how the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie would be in theaters in January of 2026.
No.
And I'm like, oh no. So that was a little frustrating.
I'm sad now. I'm sad.
Yes, of course. I had planned to, around maybe October, I was going to start rewatching the show and do Korra, which I've never seen, and the live action show and the live action film. And we're going to do a bunch of videos on the pod, which is still the plan, but that's just next year. It's like so far away now.
Yeah, and now it's on streaming, and now it's like, come on, guys. Which maybe we'll talk about that movie.
Put it on movies, please.
I signed that like damn petition on Twitter. Just be like, this isn't going to do nothing, but you know what? What the hell? Like, maybe this is the one that will work.
But
there was a petition. There is a petition.
Yeah.
So, John, let's talk about your pick of 2025. So, I'm sorry, John. I'm so sorry. No, Tom. I got it right the first time. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Tom, let's talk about your list first. So you went first last year in 2025. You got the pick of the cropped, and you started off with Superman 2025. We declared this as like the biggest blockbuster of 2025. We then continued on to do a whole separate episode on Superman before the movie's release. How did you feel about Superman actually having seen it?
It was perfect. It was my expectations were so ridiculously sky high that I ended up seeing it 3 times. It made me cry. It moved me so much. We went to the cinema. We took a picture of like before and after the film, and in the after one, I just looked so teary and like emotional. I thought it was perfect, and it did end up. I think maybe might have been number 7 in my ranking of the year. I saw about 80 films, so it was way up there. And I was so thrilled with it.
Well, hell yeah! Then you made your right choice then as your number 1 pick. Congratulations. Yes. Then you picked Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, the final Mission Impossible movie for now. I don't know what Tom Cruise is doing over there. But were you happy with the final installment of that franchise?
Yeah, fairly. This wasn't one that I had an urge to rewatch, and I'm sure maybe upon rewatch I'll like it more or less. But like, I liked it where it counted. I thought the final act was stupendously good. The emotions were pretty high, and the week preceding I watched the other 7 films, and it was just delightful. So it ticked most of the boxes. It wasn't the best one in the franchise, but I didn't really expect it to be.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I said this time last year that I would make time and binge every Mission Impossible movie this year, and I end the year with having seen 1 of them. So that's a step.
The first
in the
one,
right?
Well,
the first. That'd be crazy if I said 5. I was like, oh no, I just watched this one. No,
I just went with the Macquaries. Yeah.
Yeah, only seen the Macquaries.
I watched a TV show actually. I didn't even touch the
TV show. Someone got to start somewhere, Yeah,
it's true.
Watch one. So that's you start somewhere.
Then you went with Thunderbolt, which was such a shot in the dark response in January. I think we maybe had 1 trailer. I think most people were pretty skeptical on it at this point. So you kind of nailed the for me personally, this is my favorite superhero movie of 2025. Like, I loved Thunderbolts.
This is a close second. I am very proud of picking this film. I think that I may have even made this comparison last year, but I was kind of saying I want this to be Marvel's Andor, in that nobody really expects it to be great, but I had faith that it was going to be. And I remember sitting, it was actually the first film that I saw at the cinema after Minecraft. And I was so nervous. I remember being so scared that it was just going to be phones out and people shouting, but it was silent. And that was so perfect, because you open the film with that take of Yelena, Florence Pugh on the building where there's the voiceover. And I just go, oh my God, this is going to be insane. And I loved it so much. I don't know how I knew, but I did.
Mm-hmm. No, it's incredible. No, I adored it. It as someone who likes the majority of the MCU, despite some of the quality sometimes, I was blown away. Like,
Yeah.
this was the, like, oh, I've been missing this feeling. I've been missing this vibe that Marvel has, and I'm curious where they're going to go next. Obviously, that there's a doomsday coming up with these cast and characters, which makes me a little nervous for their involvement. So we'll see where that goes. Next up, we have Wicked for Good, which I do need to apologize for. I was re-listening to last year's episode, and in this spot, you wanted Wake Up Dead Man, but I hadn't put it on the list. So this was supposed to be Wake Up Dead Man, which is my favorite movie of 2025 right now. So that would have been a great choice.
Brilliant choice.
Banger of a movie. Loved it.
Absolutely. I mean, I accept your apology. And I mean, I think this could have been a list of just straight up no misses from me, but I do think the Wicked for Good was a little bit. I think my anticipation was misplaced. I didn't love it, and I don't love that half of the. I think that half of the play is quite bad, and so that half of the film being quite bad was also, it was fitting, I guess, but.
Good adaptation.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I didn't love it, but like I didn't hate it, so that's a win, I guess.
Yeah, I enjoyed Wicked for Good, but I also followed Wicked for Good with Zootopia 2, which was one of my favorite movies of the year, and I think that instantly was like, oh, this is fine, but I didn't even think about Wicked after I saw Zootopia 2. So I was like, well, okay, well, it is what it is. I had fun with it, but I wasn't like blown away by it or anything.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then you ended your roundup here with Elio, which is a movie that didn't make a lot of money in 2025, but it was reviewed pretty positively well. Did you guys review this one, or was this one that you guys passed on?
We did.
You did. Okay. What do you think of Elio?
I love Pixar, and so it's always, and I want their original stuff to do well. So the fact that it didn't is heartbreaking. I liked it well enough. I can't sit here and say it's a masterpiece and it should have done better than it was. I think it kind of did as well as it deserved to. I say that very tentatively because ultimately, like, who am I to say it deserved any more or less than it got? But I liked it well enough, and I think I was hoping that this would be a proper slam dunk from Pixar, but it was a moderate one.
Yeah, I liked Elio. I thought it was okay. I think it's that Pixar effect though that kind of dampers me a little bit, because I think if this was like DreamWorks or something, I'd be like, yeah, solid DreamWorks movie. But I think it's because it's Pixar, there is that high bar from Pixar that I don't know if it quite reaches. I ended up going, I gave them my money twice though, because I saw it in theaters the first time, and the power went out halfway through the movie, and they sent us home. So I had to come back almost a month later, right as they were about to take it out. I was like, no, I need to see a Pixar movie in theaters, or I cannot complain about Disney making all the reboots and sequels. I have to see these original movies in the cinema. And yeah, it was okay. It was solid enough. I had fun. But yeah, I think a pretty solid pick for you overall, Tom. I think you had a really solid roundup of films here. I think all relatively reviewed positively from at least the general audience. I think general audience at least enjoyed all of these movies. Now, John, let's go on to you. John, let's see what you picked for us this year.
No. I'm not. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
My lord.
So let's look at this top here. So you came out swinging, John. You came out swinging with Mickey 17, which was, I was not shocked. I was not last year. I remember being shocked that people picked that first round and was like, oh, okay, all right. I think that's a very solid pick. I loved Mickey 17. I thought that was a great movie.
Yeah. We reviewed it on the pod. And I loved. I think we. If I remember correctly, I think I did love Mickey 17 because of how how zany it was, but also how relevant the whole story that just reflected so much about the world and the themes that just kind of struck to me, what they just how just the characters that just help to reflect the current world. But I just love the world building, with the whole neo futuristic side of things, like with the colony, with like how people view as the aliens as the outsiders, and how they don't view us as the aliens. Like the whole storyline that really fascinated me.
Hmm.
And the whole cloning thing as well. Like, who is the original Mickey? And that also kind of like got me thinking about like the whole philosophy side of things about if you are Mickey, and then there's other Mickeys and other things. So it's a
Yeah.
really fascinating movie, which I did enjoy. So yeah, that's a thumbs up for me. Yeah, yeah,
I 100% agree. I thought it was a beautiful movie. I wish it did better. I think it kind of suffers from that like early release. No one really remembers it at this point
yeah,
because it wasn't marketed well. There wasn't a lot of push in that department.
yeah.
But they made a
I think
banger.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was released in March, I think.
March. Yeah,
Yes, I think it
Yeah.
was pushed forward. No, not pushed forward. It was pulled back to like March. It was
yeah,
originally April, but then it was March. So yeah, I kind of wish there was a bit of push, more on this. Like everybody should see more of of this movie. It's really good. Like the whole production design is insane for that. So, and the whole like Robert Pattinson, like how does he do with the voices? That's the thing. I love how he
great.
does the
Yeah.
voices. Like if you've seen the boy in Heron, he plays the Heron, and
Mm,
my God, how does he do that? Like he also did this in Mickey 17. Like that's like one a hell of an actor to like really pull out your voices and be a completely different character. So that was one of my highlights from that movie. Is just him being so completely different, but also being this like
yeah.
clumsy character. So yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah, I recommend everyone should see it.
Hell yeah. And then you went on to do Avatar Fire and Ash, which you guys recently made
Ooh.
your episode about recently. I still have not made my way. I'm hoping to go tomorrow. Um,
Ooh.
Avatar, I think, has been very hit and miss for a lot of people. Like at least the like
Mhm.
general audience. I've been seeing people either come out of it loving it, some people hated it, some people are kind of like whatever. You guys are positive on it, right?
Oh
I
yeah, for
loved
sure.
it.
Yeah. So the more I think about Avatar: Fire and Ash, the more I like it because I did say that in the recent pod where the recent episode where we just I talked about like how similar the story in Avatar 3 felt the same uh in Avatar 2, but then I realized there was a lot more intricate things that happened in the story, which I won't spoil because I think everyone should see it because of how
Hmm.
beautiful and emotional and intense this was. Um, and there's a lot more dynamic in this one, I think, from the previous one. But Avatar 2 remains like my favorite, but this one was really enjoyable,
Okay.
and uh, yeah, there's a lot more to it in this one, I think. And it has a really nice round off, but I would love to see more. So the
Okay.
more the more you think about it, the more you really like it, I think.
All
Yeah.
right. Hell yeah. I'm always very like I'm a very casual Avatar guy. Like I like the first two enough. But I think with all like the mixed reception, I was kind of like, do I want to go see another one? I will, because I know if I don't see it in theaters, I probably won't. Like I feel like that's a movie I just want to see like on the big screen if I'm going to watch it at all. So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
I'll make my way there. Um, he then went with Ballerina, the John Wick
Mm,
spinoff. I also have not seen this. I wanted to, but I had not got caught up with John Wick in time, and I was like, well, I
Ooh.
should watch this the way it's intended to be watched.
yeah.
Um, I don't think I heard a lot of talk about this one. I feel like it came out and then it went to streaming or like VOD like immediately. I feel like there wasn't a big push for this one either.
Yeah, it's strange because it is a good movie. I wish there was a lot more things to it with this. Like, Norman Reedus was in this movie. Like,
Sure.
this, yeah, surprised. There was surprised. Norman Reedus was
Darrow
in this.
Dixon.
Yeah, yeah, and was his name Sam in Death Stranding? Like, I was playing a lot of Death Stranding too around that time, so that was funny because I was like, oh my god, it's Norman Reedus again. um. No, it's a good movie. Alma Diama's, she kicks ass in this one. She just does some really cool fight sequences in this one. But there were some bits that I didn't really vibe with in the movie, especially at the final act, which kind of just like I really wanted to focus on her character, like her really like the arc of it all,
Mhm.
and it just there was something that just kind of ruined at the end. So if you do know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. But it's a good movie. Yeah, I love to see more John Wick. That's my guilty pleasure. I think it's just like, yeah, give me more John Wick, because it's just
Yeah.
the fight sequences that is what captivates me, of like how much choreography that goes into it, and in the cinematography that just makes it so simple but yet effective. You don't get lost in it. Like you don't have to be like taken for like 22 cuts. Like you want to be
Mhm.
really in the moment. So that's what I really appreciate about Ballerina. It's different, it's exciting, and there's some really cool things in that movie. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
really good stuff in there.
Good stuff. Yeah, I need to get caught up. It seems like this franchise is not slowing down. What, they got like John Wick 5 coming, and then like a John Wick anime,
Oh
and then like
boy,
a bunch of
yeah,
spin-offs. It's like, oh my goodness, okay,
yeah,
this world is booming for the better
yeah,
or worse.
yeah. I want to see.
Speaking of,
Oh
oh,
yeah, I want
guys.
to see a bit more than John Wick. I don't want to see more John Wick, but I want to see different characters in
Okay,
that universe. That I think is
fair
is really
enough.
cool.
Speaking of better or for worse, you then went on to
Now,
share a Minecraft movie. We've already talked about it, so we don't have to go into it too much, but I think this is your best pick on the board, John.
yeah.
The
How did
highlight.
you know? Oh my god! Yeah, this is the best. This is one of the movies of all time. It definitely says a Minecraft movie. Yeah, it's a movie that we didn't properly review about, and probably had a existential crisis. But
Mhm.
anywho, yeah. It's a choice on here. It's definitely a
Yeah.
choice. I just don't have any words to say for this movie, which is like I've seen all the stuff for this year, but it's like for this I don't have the words to describe what I saw.
Hmm.
Yeah, what we mentioned earlier, that's how I felt. So
Fair.
yeah, I don't know why I picked on here. Well, I was morbidly curious, but to know that was my demise.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Incredible. Incredible. Well, it's the ending of the bit. We've now readdressed it a year later, and now we can officially move
here we
on.
are.
And
Yes,
then you ended your list with Captain America: Brave New World. Um,
yeah. Um,
an interesting
it's
choice for
it's it's a
sure.
weird ending to it, because you know it's a weird movie, I have to say, because it's the handling, with Sam Wilson as Captain America, because I wish there was a lot more with with Sam Wilson as Captain America frequently, because with Marvel slowing down, with the output of the shows and
Hmm.
in the movies, it is a weird space right now where we have someone up for the mantle to be Captain America, and it it's a yeah, I don't know, it's just a weird movie, to be like, to think about. Like, there's Red Hulk, in the movie that was in the third act, but that was spoiled, in the trailers.
The marketing, yeah.
And then there was I forgot the other villain's name.
The
um
leader.
the leader, yes, and there was
Yeah.
a lot more designs with the leader, leaked
Oh,
designs that I saw. That just looked insane. Like, I wish there was a lot more into this movie, really. Like, because it's so bizarre. I have to say,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Brave New World. It is, it's bizarre. It's different, but it didn't really felt like what is meant to be like Brave New World. What's it trying to say? um like, if you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was like what you really want to see out of
Yep.
like
oh
Sam as a
yeah,
character,
Yeah.
and see
yeah.
him actually becoming Captain America was like one of the coolest things I've seen. And that got me motivational. Like, I wanted to do something like that, and like, hell yeah, that's that's pretty
It's
cool.
yeah.
So, and then compared to this, it's like, oh, okay, kind of wanted to see a bit more, for this. So, and I'm a bit worried about, with Steve Rogers coming back, for Avengers
Sheesh.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they don't, change that with Sam Wilson being Captain America. I wish he, he is. Well, I hope they don't change that. I wish Sam Wilson will be Captain America
Yeah.
forever. I think that's what
Yeah.
I really want. Yeah.
I think, I have my concerns with the Steve Rogers of it all for sure, but I think one thing people are forgetting with it a little bit is like, well, it was the Russos that introduced Sam Wilson in the first place. It was the Russos that made him Captain America. And I think there's a lot of people that are like, oh, they're going to take it away from him. I was like, no, they may make both of them Captain America, but I don't think they're going to take it away from Sam.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I was so disappointed with this one personally. It's not even about like what's there for me. It's about like what's not there. It's all the like production issues. It's one of those like mosh posh of like probably 3 or 4 different movies kind of mushed together.
Yeah.
And I think like every month we get like new info about like what they were going to do, or like, art and like all these plans. And it's like, oh man, this was not the movie they pitched originally when, they started making the movie. And that's always a shame. And, this was the last major movie under the like Bob Chapek's era. And Thunderbolts was like the first big one with Bob Iger kind of coming back and fixing I won't say everything because I have my issues with Bob Iger as well.
He fixed everything.
But the like new leadership over everything at Disney, and I think you can tell a little bit from just like Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts and what they're doing with Daredevil and a lot of these projects. Where it's like, oh, okay, we're headed at least in a different direction at least.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like compare that to Thunderbolts to this, it's like, ooh, that's such a weird jump, Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. All right, and wrapping this up with my 5 picks from last year.
Ooh.
Oh,
what an interesting collection of movies. I was not a huge fan of Karate Kid Legends. So that's not a great start on my side of the pick.
No.
Sorry. I was very well. I should also say I watched this on my birthday. I went in on my birthday and we went into the wrong theater, and I saw like the last 30 minutes, and I was not impressed with the last 30 minutes, and I had to go back a week later. And
wait, you stayed? You didn't just like leave?
We did, like, we thought maybe like when we sat down, we thought, oh, okay, maybe we're just 5 minutes in, like, maybe we're in the first 20 minutes. We stayed, and we realized we're like, oh, we basically came in as Daniel LaRusso joins the plot. Like, that's when we kind of came in, and I was like, this isn't great. And I think that's kind of how I feel about the movie. I love the first like 2 acts a lot. I think the first half of that movie is great. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then when the Daniel stuff comes in, it's so clearly like, oh, this was when the corporate came in and said, bring these elements into the movie because Cobra Kai is popular. And I it's so close to being really good for me. It just doesn't quite. I don't know. I just wanted the movie they were making originally. Like, I like this new kid. I like Ming-Na Wen. I like this like twist on the formula that they were doing. It just I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think
there was a particular vibe in the first half that I was like, this is so interesting. Like, I want to see more of it. But then that second half just struggles a bit. Just like with that. It just.
I'd like more. Like, if they like my pitch is like, okay, it didn't make enough money to do a new movie. That's fair. Give me like a new Netflix show with this kid, and just like do a couple seasons of him and his journey. Maybe not with Jackie Chan, because I don't think they can afford him. But like just like him and his mom and his girlfriend and this new cast of characters you can introduce with them. I would
bring Robbie in.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they're talking about new Cobra Kai spin-offs and stuff like that. So like, I'd be down for something like that. Fantastic Four First Steps. We picked all 3 MCU movies just throughout our list. I thought it was very funny. I really liked Fantastic Four. I didn't adore it. I didn't like it as much as Thunderbolts or Superman, but I liked it. I think it's a solid pick. I think it has some flaws, but in general, I think it's like in the upper half of my Marvel Cinematic Universe ranking. So I feel pretty satisfied with that one. Zootopia 2 is in my top 5 of 2025.
What a film, man.
What a film. It's great.
Or should I say Zootropolis is what it's called.
Zootropolis.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Of
course.
I had to research this up. I was like, why is this Zootropolis? So apparently it's trademark stuff. I don't know. I think it's just trademark that they couldn't
It's so
get.
funny.
Yeah, it's just like
I was
Zootropolis.
literally about to comment on your episode being like, Zootropolis, what? And then you're like, don't come for us for calling it this. I was like, well, let's repeat my message. Let's put that back. But yeah, no. This is my favorite out of this list. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Jurassic World Rebirth. Also not one of my favorites of 2025, unfortunately. I thought it was fine. I thought there was elements there I really liked, but it's just a little bit too samey for me. It's a little too much of what I don't love from the previous ones. I think I only put it on this list because I had heard they were doing something like new and bold and fresh and original, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay, it's more of the same from the World franchise. All right, this is fine.
What about Scarlett Johansson turning into a raptor? Where was that?
Yeah, that one. That's a mind-blowing element of the movie. Obviously, that was insane. Yeah.
I don't know. They're obviously going to do another one because it made a buttload of money. I just hope they do something different. I don't know. I really have not liked one since the first one, so I'm kind of like it. Like, it may be my time to finally accept. Okay, I'm never getting what I want from the Jurassic Park franchise.
It's fair.
And then How to Train a Dragon. It's How to Train a Dragon again, but live action this time.
I haven't seen it, but I have.
Have you seen the original?
Yes, I've seen. I love the original. Oh, okay.
it's which that, like, I had such a hard time like reviewing the movie because it was a very well made movie. Like, they made a banger movie, but they just made the same banger movie again, like a second time. So it's like, wait, but how do I feel about this? Because they did everything right. Like, it looked beautiful, the casting is great, the acting is great, the performances were great. And I'm just like, but it's the same. They just did it again. So hopefully the second one changes more.
That's so weird to think about, because it's like, I think animated live action adaptations are just unnecessary. So with this, like, hearing from you, like, it's just like a 1-to-1, like remastered or something. Like, hey, we got everything here. And it's just like the same cinematography. And it's so funny. Like, Roger Deakins, a cinematographer who actually did the original, like, just did the shot references, like, just to tell people.
No way.
Like, yeah. So he told people,
wow,
like, what kind of shots they wanted to do for the animated. And here we are with this one. It's just like, it's like kind of like the same, like what I've seen from the trailers and you. It's like, yeah. What's the point then? What are you going to do something differently? Are you going to do it on a GoPro? Are you going to do it on something? I don't know. It's just like, what's the point?
Yeah,
money, I guess.
I'm hopeful for the second one because they have said they're planning on changing some elements, and for anyone who's seen the second one, it's a lot more, I guess, adaptable. Like, I think there's a lot. It's such a big movie in scale and story that like it could be 2 movies if you wanted it to be. Like, it could, like, it's such a like, it feels like an Avengers movie almost. So like,
oh my god, not How to Train a Dragon for goods. I can't do it. I can't do it.
How to Train Your Dragon 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I'm hopeful with that one. I'm hopeful that there's at least a little bit more I don't know, nuance with that one. Okay, yeah, we have refreshed it all. Now that we've gone through it all, who do we think had the best list last year? Who do we think came on top?
I mean. Wait, do you mean best as in like who had the most good movies, or best as in like whose list we enjoy the most? Because I have different answers.
Me too. I feel like there's one that I think it looks like some of the best stuff that we have here, and then there's like something that we just like, there's some really fun stuff here, and then it's like, I don't know. So it's really hard to choose, I think.
Yeah. I think, Tom, you have the most like critically successful movies of the year.
Yeah,
I think across the board.
Thank you. Thanks.
John, I think you have. John, you started strong. You started really strong.
Yeah.
With the first 3, and then you kind of fumble a bit. And then
In the
mine, I
last
think,
2.
is just like a hosh posh of like I have big movies on this list, but like there's only about 2 of those I actually enjoy or really like. I'd say.
Sure.
Yeah, a very very interesting list. I'd say for sure.
I would say that all 3 of us have very strong like first 3 choices.
Yeah,
I think
it
speaks to the it speaks to the board and the options available to us that we're like
we don't talk about the
movie?
last 2. We don't talk about the last 2.
Yeah, let's just look at our top 3 and then call it a day.
Never again.
Never again. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get on to the meat and potatoes of today's episode. I've been very excited for this because, again, this is a very big year for movies and TV shows. I templated a little bit different this time. I added way more movies than I did last year.
Grid reveal. I'm so excited.
Wait, do I need to get rid of this one first? I do. So let's get into the meat and the potatoes.
Oh, it's Cliff Booth.
Yo. Okay.
Wait, do I need to move it up? Move it up, maybe like this. Don't mind the 2 Avengers Doomsdays I have done here. I don't know why that's there.
Is that the Kang Dynasty? Oh no, it's also Doomsday.
No, it's also Doomsday for some reason. Okay, let me just speed run through everything here for everyone knows what's on the board.
Okay.
So we have. Let me see how fast I can do this. We have the live-action Street Fighter. We have Practical Magic 2, Spider-Man: Brand New Day, 28 Years Later, The Doom Temple, Masters of the Universe with Jared Leto, the Paw Patrol movie 3. Cannot wait to see which one of you pick that one. Hail Mary, Disney's animated Hex, their new original Disney movie. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, the first Star Wars movie since 2019, in theaters, I should say. The Bride, Michael, which was on the list last year, but it got delayed, so it is back on here with a second chance to maybe get on someone's list. The live-action Moana movie, the DCU's Supergirl, the animated Animal Farm movie, Iron Long, Tom Cruise's The Digger, Sony's The Goat, the new animated the basketball movie. Insidious 6, Scream 7, Violent Night 2 with David Harbour, the Christmas Santa Claus movie, Dune Part 3, Clayface, Hoppers, Minions 3, Evil Dead Burn, the new Resident Evil, I think it's a reboot, but I'm not quite sure, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, The Social Network, The Social Reckoning, The Social Network sequel,
Wait,
The Cat in the Hat.
What?
The Social Reckoning is the name of it, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just surprised.
The Cat in the Hat, which is also back this year because it got pushed back to 2026. The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping. Mortal Kombat 2. Narnia, the Peaky Blinders movie. The Devil Wears Prada. Young Washington. Scary Movie 6. Super Troopers. The Sheep Detectives. Peak. Toy Story 5. Coyote vs. Acme, which is officially saved and coming out in 2026. Hallelujah!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Ready Player, sorry, not Ready Player One.
Ready Player 2.
Ready Player 2. They're doing it.
Ready or Not.
I knew Spielberg had a film coming out this year.
Return to Silent.
Return
to Silent Hill. Jumanji 3. Angry Birds 3. Werewolf. The Cliff Book. The continued Adventures of Cliff. Whatever. Highlander reboot, Send Help, and Avengers Doomsday. Whew.
Woo!
Whoa!
My goodness. I kept adding to this. I kept being like, oh wait, I forgot about blank. I had to go in today because I was like, I forgot about Angry Birds 3. We have to talk about Angry Birds 3.
Of course.
I mean, that's like one of the most
I've
important
seen
films
Angry Birds
that we have
2
to talk
and
about.
Angry Birds 1.
I haven't seen Angry Birds 1, but that's important. We have to talk about it.
Of course, we have to talk about it.
I had the original games. The original
games are peak.
Loved it.
Games are peak. Well, we have an entire board here of fantastically massive movies. Of course, I should say before we get going here, there may be movies that you guys got early. I don't know. I know we ran into that last year with like Paddington 3. Maybe you guys have already watched Minions 3 and I just don't know about it. It should also be stated that these are the biggest movies of the year, not necessarily the best. There will be tons of great movies that I just don't know about yet or aren't big enough for me to have put on a list like this. But these are just the big blockbusters of the year.
Yeah, I want to flag up. We actually have seen one of these films in the UK. We've actually seen Avengers Doomsday. We've seen it. It's actually amazing.
Oh, plot.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's very surprising. I didn't come in with with any expectations, but you remember that moment, Tom? You know that moment?
Oh, what, the one with Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, Shadow.
I mean, nothing.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
We have to bleep everything you just said, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Kevin Feige's gonna come after me. I'm sorry, guys.
So last year I accidentally just let Tom just go first without really thinking about it. I'm like, all right, Tom, go first. I was like, wait, that's not fair to John. Yeah. So this year we're gonna start with John. John, you get the first pick of the board. Then we'll go to Tom, and then I will get the third pick. So John, you have the full pick of the board here. You have unlimited resources. You could pick any movie you want. Tom had that leg up last year with Superman. So what's going to be your first pick here?
So, yeah, that's a very good question because I'm just looking and just
yeah, take a second, just ignore the board.
Because we don't want the events of what happened last year with the Minecraft movie. No, I'm locked in. Just to choose. I think I'm gonna choose The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Damn good pick.
So I love Christopher Nolan's films. I love Interstellar. I rewatched that on the big screen recently this year. Such a incredible experience. But something about Nolan's films, about how he tells stories in a completely, unconventional way, but just has this sort of effect on you. So and it just leaves you thinking afterwards. But something about him doing The Odyssey is very intriguing because I don't know the story of it, but it is acclaimed to be one of the best stories, in really all the ancient literature, I think. And to me, like all the stuff that I'm hearing, and I'm avoiding trailers. I don't want to get too spoiled into the whole world that he's making for this. And also I believe he filmed on IMAX, but there's like a million feet roll of IMAX. He filmed so much. So that got me intrigued about how he's going to tackle this practically as well, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the story that with giants and other elements that I'm not too sure about. It's a very fantasy based world that we're seeing. It's Greek mythology. That's one of my favorite things to read. I do like some of the crazy stories that they've written. Just reading some of that. Zeus just being a complete asshole. That's what he is. So, but it's Christopher Nolan. I'm excited for it, and some of the images I've seen as well, they just look amazing. Safdie, is it Josh Safdie, or no? Is it one of the Safdie brothers that they're in this movie? I forgot which.
I think it's Benny.
Benny, that's it. Benny Safdie.
Yeah.
Dressed as this. I don't know what it is, but it's dressed as this character, and it just looked ominous. It looked so cool. I don't know what he's going for. Is it going for historical accuracy? Is it going to go for fantasy elements? I don't know. I don't care. If the history nerds are coming saying, actually, this doesn't look right. I don't care. I just want to watch the movie. Okay.
That's already been a big thing where it's those costumes don't look accurate. It's you don't want the costumes to look accurate. The costumes look. The historically accurate costumes would not look good on the big screen.
No,
I don't know if you want that.
No. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. So, yeah.
As you should. Yeah, I think this was one of them that I had a feeling would be the like gun hoster choice of the episode. Everyone I think there's a couple here everyone's kind of eyeing for that first round pick, and that was the one I was like, okay, which one is going to go for it first? So I'm proud of you for getting that one in your roster first jump. Tom, how do you feel about the Odyssey? Are you as excited as John?
No, not as excited,
Okay.
unfortunately. They
Oh,
did
okay.
the countdown teaser, which I saw in front of maybe Fantastic Four or something like that, and it was like I was so underwhelmed by it. I think
Okay.
the Oppenheimer one that they did was so like exciting and powerful, and then doing it again just kind of felt to me like same with the Doomsday ones. You're just trying to recreate something that was done perfectly once, and I just don't think that these countdown things do anything for me. That really like detracted from my hype, and I haven't seen this new trailer, so I don't really. But
Okay.
I mean, John's right. Like it's Nolan; he's not going to make a bad film, and you know, I'm excited for that. But yeah, that teaser just didn't like. I think normally when a trailer comes out, that can either tank or uplift your expectations, and for me, that just kind of makes me think less of the Odyssey.
Oh damn. Okay. I'm also very excited. I think this is my most like I think from just like a cinephile perspective. Like there's some like big
Yeah.
like the big blockbusters that like, oh well, clearly those are going to be the ones. But like this I think is like the like cinephile movie event of the year. This and like one other I'd argue, but like yeah, no, this is fantastic first choice, John. You came out of this game swinging. Alrighty, Tom. You have basically the whole board minus Odyssey. What is going to be your next pick?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I do have one at the top that isn't on here that I was hoping would be, but
I
my
tried to bring
actual
everything. I
oh,
tried.
don't worry, it's fine, it's fine. My actual most
Did it
anticipated
again.
film of the year is Disclosure Day. I can't wait to see what Spielberg has in store. But without that as an option, I am gonna choose Spider-Man Brand New Day. I just love Spider-Man. I'm just so excited. Just the idea that our origins on the pipeline is doing a Spider-Man ranking. We've talked a lot about Spider-Man, and I have said I have always struggled with the Tom Holland MCU ones, and Brand New Day is exciting for two reasons. Number one is because I get to rewatch those three films as an adult, as somebody who can kind of be like, yeah, I have reason to be, see them a different way. Maybe I will love them in a new. I hope I do. But also, this is like a new chapter. It's a new day. It's a new director, and that is just so exciting. All the things about what this film could be about. Peter's like anxiety and loneliness, and there are things that worry me to hell and back, like the idea of MJ being back. What does that mean? Let's not be hasty. But even so, just the idea of having like a New York adventure with this Spider-Man in that suit, like those set pictures just got me. So I haven't seen that leaked trailer, but I don't need to, because just seeing those like set pictures and videos and like him in that suit just made me so thrilled. And yeah, the idea of the Hulk and the Punisher, it's a nice little cherry on top. Assuming it's all great, this could be one of my favorite Spider-Man films, and I'm just fingers crossed that Destin Daniel Cretton can get it right.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most exciting parts of it, of him doing this movie after doing Shang-Chi, and the action in that being so spectacular. He's also doing Wonder Man that's about to come out, so that we don't know what the quality of that is going to look like yet, but like I don't know, like he proved himself so well in that first movie to me. And like I don't know, this feels like it could be like such a like traditional feeling Spider-Man movie. If this feels kind of like those teasers that they put out when Peter or Tom comes out like in that beautifully looking suit, and he's like we're seeing the like behind the scenes stuff, like him on the like wires and him like on the tank and him like with the like children, and he's playing with the children and he's hugging them. I'm like, that's Spider-Man, man. Like what I'm seeing right now, that's the Spider-Man I've been dreaming of. And like you said, like I do like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but I have been waiting for this moment of like, there he is, he's here, he's finally here. And then like Punisher being here is exciting. I'm kind of a supporter of the Hulk thing if done right. I think if the Hulk stuff is done right, it could be really, really cool. If it's done wrong, it could be bad too. So like it's just so no matter which way they go about it. It's rumored to be tying in some of those like Born Again storylines with like New York on like a siege against like vigilantes. Like that's a fascinating storyline for him to be in as well. Like you're right, this could either be one of the best Spider-Man movies or the worst Spider-Man movies. Like it's just or middle of the road too. Like who knows where it's gonna land.
Yeah.
All those like early things remind me of Superman as well. Like when we were seeing like the set pictures and videos of David Corenswet like hugging the kids and stuff like that. It's like it's something about this feels different, and so just fingers crossed.
Yeah, it feels exciting for me, like seeing all the set pictures as well, like how practical they're going for, with the swinging. The costume just looks fantastic. So I'm all in for that as well. I'm excited for that.
Fully agree. Fully agree. Very excited for this. This was going to be on my like potential top 5, but I wasn't sure like what the board would have given. So I'm glad someone at least has taken it. All right, where do I want to go? I'm pretty confident with my first one, and I'm glad no one took it. I didn't think you guys would have taken it, but I was like maybe. And we actually already talked about this in this episode already. Very bad news recently with it. The Legend of Aang and the Last Airbender. This is my most anticipated movie of 2026, and I've watched this entire journey with this whole studio. Like they announced this back in like 2020, the studio back in like 2021. They announced like the Korra movie, the like Avatar prequel movie, the Zuko movie, and those I was like, hell yeah, let's get this. And then they were like, actually put a pin in that. We're doing the Aang trilogy instead. And I was like, fair enough, that's going to make more money anyway. And they've been slowly casting like these big name actors, and we've been slowly seeing some behind the scenes stuff for it. And it was originally in January and pushed back to October, and I said fair enough, it would do better there anyway. To now officially coming out that it will now be a Paramount Plus exclusive. That doesn't necessarily make me less excited for it, because I think it will be a great movie if it's streaming or if it's on the big screen. But like, I was very excited to see this on the big screen. I think from everything we've heard, it's such this like love letter to the Avatar brand, and it's this 2D animated project that would have been seen on the big screen. I think it could have made a lot of money for the studio, and I just don't understand this decision to make this switch. But with that being said, I just think the return to one of the greatest shows of all time in this form of 2D animation, in a world where those creators have got pushed around with the original 2010 movie, they got kind of pushed out of the live action Netflix series they're doing right now. Korra was treated horribly by the network of just this moment of like, okay, they're finally getting their time to tell their story the way they want, hopefully. And that's that's definitely my most anticipated of next year, I'd say.
Yeah, it's up there for me as well. I think the whole idea of being able to dip back into this world, even while we're doing, the live action show on Netflix and stuff like that, but we get to go back to this kind of continuity and enjoy, the characters that we fell in love with. And as I said earlier, it's an excuse to rewatch it all, and that excites me just as much because I've only seen it once and I fell in love. But it's it's just like, oh hell yeah, it's been years, and so this is going to be great.
Yeah, same for
Have
me.
you watched it more than once, or would this be your second go of it?
This would be my second go. Yeah.
Okay, it gets better each time you watch it. I've seen it.
Ooh.
I've seen it twice, and like on that second go of it, I was like, oh, this is even better. Like the more you like understand those storylines, like especially growing up, because I didn't watch it until like COVID, and like I watched
me too.
Like, okay, this is fun, this is a cool show, and then going through it again, it's like, oh, this is great, this is so good. And Korra is also incredible. Well, most of Korra is incredible. I think you'll enjoy Korra. Alrighty, John, we're back to you.
Ooh, okay.
Still an entire board worth of massively huge projects. You started with the Odyssey, which was a great pick to start off with. Where are we heading next?
Well, there's something that just really screams out to me, but there's
Okay.
like some other bits that I really want to get to. But the one that I really want to go, that I'm really confident with, is June Messiah.
Ooh,
Oh, for God's sake, that was going to be
So,
my second pick.
that's a great lineup so far, John. That is a
It
um,
is. It
powerful
really
lineup.
is.
June. I love June. It's I haven't seen David Lynch's June, but about Denis, films that just he's my favorite director, Denis Villeneuve, who just somehow just connects you, in some otherworldly way. I think the first time I seen his work was Arrival, the 2016 film
Mhm.
with Amy Adams and Jeremy Russo, not Jeremy Russo, it's Jeremy Russo, Jeremy Renner, Jeremy Renner. Only you can find it out on the Jeremy Renner app. No, you know, um, I love Arrival. That just kind of that blew my mind. I love that so much, and seeing more of his films like Sicario, Blade Runner 2049. Um, there's another one that I bought called Incendies, which
Mm.
is a much older work. Yeah, so June is something that I just been meaning to like go back to, because it's something about June that just makes it just hits different, because there's just something about the world of Arrakis that you just want to see a bit more of, with the Freeman, but also with the Baron Harkonnen, in that just really fascinates me, and the kind of like the philosophy behind it of all, like what Paul really wants, and this one is going to be really interesting because it's going to be more focused on the downfall of Paul, in this one, and how they're going to deal with that. And it's going to be a great cast again. So it's just a story that's going to be really like unconventional and really different. So June is just something that just fascinates me. Like part one and part two just mesmerize me. Like I would just be happily seeing that cinema over and over again to see June. It's just so fascinating to watch.
Hell yeah. Are you planning on doing the Avengers Doomsday double
Oh,
feature come
Avengers
December?
Oh,
Doomsday?
oh
Doomsday,
no,
Doomsday.
no!
Oh no.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh god. Um Mayhaps. I'm not, Avengers Doomsday? What, who's that? What? No. No, I don't think I'm going to do that, to be honest.
They
Um
better
Fair enough.
change one of those release dates. I can't do this. I can't do
I
it.
can't do this
Warner
anymore.
Brothers
I
said that
cannot
they
do
are
this.
stuck. They said they will not move their dates. So I'm like, well,
Oh,
Oh.
good luck to you. That's going to be. I think that has to be like a day one, day two situation for me. I think I got to do the
sure.
one, have a day, and then go back the next day. And I think those are two, both probably 3 hour movies. Like that's, a
Yeah,
hefty 6 hours of time.
yeah.
Oof,
Oh
oof,
mate.
man. That's gonna be a struggle for me. Like, 1 minute I'm gonna be in June, I'm like, this is so like interesting, and then the next minute I'm just gonna be in distraught. Like, what is happening in Doomsday? What's going on?
It's
Yeah,
too much.
yeah,
I think for once.
too much, too much. It's gonna be like the spice in June. I'm gonna be like on that. I'm gonna be like, what's going on? Where am I?
Did you have thoughts on Dune as well, Tom? You said that was your
Uh,
next choice, right?
yeah. I'm so excited. I agree with everything John says. I think I might try and read the book this year, or both
I do
books.
have the book as well,
Um,
which I'm gonna
yeah.
try to read as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's just great, and I haven't watched either of the other two Dunes outside of the cinema, so I'm hoping that they even do like maybe a triple bill situation.
Oh wow,
I mean we're talking 9 hours there, but like
that's a
I'm in.
lot.
I'll do it.
Please an
I'll do it. I don't
IMAX.
care.
Please an home IMAX. Please. I need
Yes.
IMAX.
Oh
I need it
God.
so badly.
I think. I mean that's going to be interesting as well because there will be a battle between Dune and Doomsday for the IMAX screen. Not
Mhm.
not not even considering that Narnia seems to have IMAX guaranteed for like 2 months, which will definitely eat into both of those. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but it's going to be, those films are going to have to move. I feel like the studios should all get together and be like, hey, let's not. If anything, because
Let's
of the
not be
Netflix Warner
hasty,
Brothers
guys.
thing, like Narnia and Dune are going to be fine because they're under the same Netflix company, whereas Doomsday might have the one to have cold feet. Who knows?
Not to mention, Jumanji 3 also comes out that month.
Well,
Jumanji. Oh, completely forgot about that. Oh,
it's down there somewhere. It's
Sure.
down there next to
Is
Angry
that playing on
Birds.
IMAX, do we think? Imagine Red One with this technology.
Don't you want to see Dwayne Johnson's pecs in high definition?
I'll get that in Moana.
4K IMAX on 75mm. Red One's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, I haven't seen Red One. No, I haven't seen.
No, I haven't either.
No.
All right, Tom, you missed out on Dune Part 2, but what is your next choice here?
I'm kind of between two, but I am gonna go for Toy Story 5.
Whoa!
Interesting.
I'm so excited.
Whoa!
Interesting.
The Toy Story franchise.
Disney brand today, Tom.
Yeah, it's true. I'm being paid actually by the minute. So I'm just, every time you guys talk, I'm like, keep on going, guys. They're paying me well. No,
they're paying you every 10 seconds. Every
I was not expecting that.
Well, the thing is that Toy Story, I think, is like a perfect quadrilogy. Okay. I know people don't like 4. You're wrong. But like I love those films. And the thing is that people say, oh, it should have ended at 3. Yeah, but it should have also ended after 2. Every single one is a risk, and this new film is a risk. But I'm so in it for that risk, and to have, I believe it's Andrew Stanton who, wrote the other 4 films. Like, that's all you need. And the idea of tackling, the fact that kids don't like toys anymore, that's kind of been part of the bones of the franchise, because it's always been about toys as a dying culture. And so to take that to the next level, it could be like really dangerous. But Pixar, can, like, when it comes to Toy Story, they don't miss. I don't want either of you to utter the words Lightyear, by the way. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. I'm talking about Toy Story under Andrew Stanton. I think these are I just, like, yes, it should have ended before, but if it ended when it really should have ended originally, we would never have Toy Story 3, which I think everybody can agree is one of the best.
I love.
So I don't mind that we're returning to this, and I'm really confident in it.
I had my morning process for a bit when I was like, how dare you, Disney? Like, why are you doing this? But the more I sit with it, the more I've ultimately been I defended the hell out of Toy Story 4 when we were approaching that. And that's not my favorite Toy Story, but people are like, it should have ended there. It's like, we gotta like no other franchise gets this amount of hate about the new installments. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
The amount of hate it gets. Now I think it's kind of just this thing that people say. I'm not fully sure if everyone even believes it at this point. But no, I think the story looks incredible. I think what they're doing looks, and now that we've got a bit of what the movie is going to be about, I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. I'm excited for it. And also I understand Pixar, they've been on the record being like, well, we kind of need to make these sequels because you guys don't go see the original movies we want to make. And to make your hoppers, we have to do our Toy Story 5s and our Incredibles 3 and our Coco's 2. And you know what? I'm like, you know what? Fair enough, because at least that studio is going back and forth of being like, okay, for every original movie, we have an animated movie coming out. And I think that's the way to do it, in my opinion.
I agree.
So you did Toy Story 5. I did Aang. Where do I want to go next? There's one that I want to do, but I feel like it's going to be safe for a couple of rounds. I feel like I can maybe wait on it and do one maybe that's a bit more dangerous. This is a weird one, but I am extremely excited for it. I'm going for the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Huh, okay.
I don't know if this is a hot take in this building. I love the first Mario movie. I thought that movie was such an extremely fun time. I think it was such an overhated experience. I think people were like, oh, it didn't take any risks. I was like, yeah, but it's the first. I don't think it necessarily needed to blow our minds with the first one. But I said they need to take risks for the second one. That's what I kept saying. Like they have to go a bit further with the next one. And Mario Galaxy is a jump. I was not expecting them to go to Mario Galaxy for the second movie. Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games of all time. I think that those, like both games, are just insanely good. And I think if they can bring an element of that creativity and the exploration and the world building that second game gives to the Mario brand, I am extremely excited. I thought that first trailer, it was a bit goofy, but it was, I don't know, I was so just enamored with that world that we were going to be launched into. I'm so fascinated. I love the cast. I think Brie Larson as Rosalina is such a fun casting. I'm so glad she's getting an opportunity to get out of the, like, I don't know. It pisses me off because everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, this is great casting," and then they knew who it was and they start shitting on her. It's like that just proves you don't really hate Brie Larson. You just hate the idea of Brie Larson. Like, it's so weird. But
the hate around here is weird. Yeah.
But I'm so excited for a new. I also just love Mario. Like, I'm such a Mario fiend. I'm every week with my mom, we sit down and play Mario Party, and it gets heated every single week. But it's such a, I don't know. I think Mario is just one of those like biased things that I have where I'm like, yeah, I'll be there day one. This will be great.
Yeah, I was not expecting they're gonna do Mario Galaxy because I also grew up playing this game on the Wii because of how much like world exploration that you had, and like the story of Rosalina as well is so heartbreaking. When she just read out that, it's heartbreaking. I love that. Yeah, I'm also curious about that one as well. I'm just like, I see you, Mario. I'll see it. So I am definitely going to see it. It's just it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious how it's going. I don't know. Like, I'm just so fascinated by it, I guess. How about you, Tom? How are you feeling on that one?
It's Illumination again, right? What's the like? Have they done any other sequels apart from the Despicable Me and Minions sequels?
Wait, what?
Because this is Illumination, right? Doing these films.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, these are the ones that you want to watch this year.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, what's their track record in terms of like? Because I'm thinking like Pixar sequels, like Toy Story is like their kind of
sure.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, there's no like exact precedent for that studio.
Well,
aside from those
Sing
sequels,
had a sequel. Sing had a sequel. Secret Life of
Pets.
Oh
yes, it did. Oh, okay. Actually, so there is. Yeah.
Minions. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Because they haven't done that many. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is kind of like a bit of a downgrade for Illumination sequels. So I'm hoping this one bucks the trend because I think there's so much further to go. Whereas those films, Sing, Secret Life of Pets, even Despicable Me, after those first ones, I kind of go, right, still, I don't know where else I want to go with this. Whereas you finish the first Mario and you're like, oh, right, cool. There's so much more to explore.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. I think that first movie was a great like starting point. It was everything I wanted for the first movie, and it was like, okay, it's Mario. Like, this is the world, these are the characters, here's our baseline. And I think it was a great like, okay, but now we get to see where they go from here and where are their characters. Like, if they just kind of do the same thing again they did in the first one, I might be like, okay, I understand the hate.
Yeah.
But
also, one question about it, like Mario Galaxy. I've seen it somewhere that they used the Prowler's theme for one character. Is it Bowser Jr.?
I don't think it actually was. It just kind of like sounded like it was
right.
A very similar,
okay.
Like,
well,
yeah.
Well,
oh my god!
Either I misheard it or I misread it somewhere.
It's the like TikTok meme of it all, where it's just like, oh, they
used
the
TikTok
Prowler theme.
Oh my god!
Oh god! I just want to say, I love watching your brains stop when I mentioned Illumination just then. Just the kind of like everyone being like,
I was like, wait, what? I misunderstood you. I heard elimination. I heard elimination. So I was like, no, we're keeping these movies. We're not eliminating. I like that. Like that's where my confusion came from. I was like, no, these are movies we like.
Destroy these movies now.
We're eliminating them till only Goats remains.
only goat remains.
Oh my god.
That's the only goat here. That's the only goat here, guys.
I can think of 2 others.
Yeah.
All right,
More goats?
John. John,
Sorry.
you're on to
Yes.
your third
Okay.
pick of the game. Still got a
Oh.
pretty full board. Still got quite a few big ones here. Where are we going next?
Ooh. Interesting, because there was one movie that I didn't expect to be on here. But then I was realizing there's another movie that I'm also anticipated for. So, obviously, I'm gonna go for Supergirl.
Ooh.
Whew. John, what a combo so far. Odyssey, Dune,
Good
and
list.
Supergirl. My goodness.
I learned from
Woo.
Minecraft. I learned from Minecraft. Never choose Minecraft. Never lose. Never choose. Supergirl.
Watch him choose Paw Patrol 3 for his 4th one.
How did you know?
With Moana on there, the live action Moana. Yeah.
Oh
Whoa,
no!
whoa. Supergirl. Yeah. Where do I begin? I love Superman. That's one of my favorite films this year. Something about Supergirl that just it piques my interest. Like the teaser, the trailer that we get to see doesn't show a lot, but we do get a bit of a glimpse of like what's happening. You know, with is it what was the name? Kara?
Kara
Kara.
Zor-El. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I should know. I should be excited for this, and I should know. You know, we get to a glimpse of like of her life, current life right now in the DCU, and I'm glad because we don't get to see Supergirl mentioned a lot in this day and age. I mean, there's the CW show that gets a lot of heat for the CGI. Not many people did not like the CGI in that one, but that gets overhated with that. But with Supergirl, I'm really curious about how this is going to go further, into the DCU, but also into Kara's life, and Crypto. I'm excited to see more Crypto. That's the goodest of boys. I love him. He's a great dog. And also Jason Momoa as Lobo. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. I love that. And yeah, this yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just feeling.
Oh, it's Crypto!
Oh my god! That's
freaking
cute.
$35 popcorn bucket.
No way. Is
Wow.
that like with popcorn, or do you have to pay for popcorn on top of
Popcorn
that?
was free,
Oh
thankfully.
well, yeah,
wow.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I ate it
have
out
you
of it though, because it barely fits any popcorn. But
Yeah,
Have you
you
seen the
guys over
Avatar
there
one?
get some really good
Guys.
popcorn buckets. Over here, we only had the Avatar popcorn bucket, I
Oh
think.
no, it's so good. I want it. I want it.
you
I'm
could
genuinely-
broke a popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I
Um,
should do it.
Yeah, I should do that as well. If they do Supergirl, they might do Crypto again or something.
John, have you read the comic?
Well, okay, that's one of the reasons why I'm excited, because I heard
Right,
a lot of
okay.
great things about
Yeah.
Super. What's the title again? I should know.
Woman of Tomorrow.
Woman of Tomorrow, which
Yeah.
I've heard fantastic things. So I read some great
Yeah.
comics recently, like Absolute Batman. Insane comic, by the way. I love that. So like the excitement of reading comics again is just great. So I'm gonna give Supergirl a read, and then this one as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Hell yeah, this is a hell yeah for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm beyond excited. I think this is I think either this or Spider-Man is probably my most anticipated like comic book movie of next year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like I liked Superman a lot, but it wasn't my favorite of all time. But I think everything, just from what we know of the comic book to what we've seen, we got the trailer a couple weeks ago at this point, and like I was such enamored by that trailer. I think the like visuals look incredible. This character looks incredible. We're finally getting like a theatrical Lobo in live action, which is
Oh my god.
Jason Momoa's finally getting his
Insane.
dream come true.
Insane.
From just what I haven't read the book either, but from what I know of the book, I think this might be one of the most like emotionally driven comic book stories of all time in terms of just like what the character has to go through, and probably this character, this like the emotion I think in a movie like this is going to be very high. So
Yeah.
John, that's a fantastic pick.
Yeah, I started reading the comic just after Superman came out, and I
start.
got halfway through, and I decided, you know what, I'll wait until I'm closer to Supergirl. I think it's funny that John keeps on talking about how excited for Crypto he is, because that comic has Crypto very heavily in it as well, which is really cool.
Oh no! I just reminded myself about Crypto. I hope you're not gonna.
Like, I saw the trailer and I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know. And then I saw it in front of Avatar and I was like, oh, okay, I'm in. This is gonna be great, and I'm really excited. Seeing it on the big screen make all the difference. I think there's a lot of people kind of criticizing it for looking too like Guardians.
I don't
but
agree.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. But that's so weird. Yeah.
It's because it's in space, and like, I think it's
oh well,
space.
It's like a space like cosmic punk rock. Like that's kind of it. It's just there's not that many comic book space movies that aren't like Thor: Love and Thunder, and like I guess good like comic book space movies. I guess like I don't know.
Yeah, I think that like if like for me, I would have, if anything, I would have liked it to look more like Ego on Guardians in Guardians 2, something a bit more kind of colorful and like the comic really. But I think that just saying it looks like Guardians because James Gunn is a producer is very stupid.
Oh, like there's so much being like, oh, James Gunn did this whole thing. It's like he really didn't have much involvement. Like he produced it, but like this is a different director, different writers. He doesn't have much involvement, mainly because he was working on Superman, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos. He had no time to work on Supergirl. Like that was them. Like they were doing their thing over there. So,
and it's also the first non-James Gunn directed DCU thing, and this will, I think, massively set the tone for if this actually can work. And I think, you know, Craig Gillespie, I've seen quite a few of his films and they are very good generally, so I'm not worried in the slightest.
Me neither. I'm not like in love with the DCU so far, if I'm being honest with you. Like have you guys done Peacemaker yet?
Yeah.
Have you guys got that? Okay.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you guys had got to it yet. Like I liked Superman, I liked Peacemaker, I liked Creature Commandos, but they were all kind of in this like B area for me of just like solid stuff. And I need a different flavor. I love James Gunn, but I think James Gunn is like too much of a good thing sort of director. I need him in like small doses, I think, because I think if that's all you're getting, it becomes a little overbearing. So I'm so excited to get Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface next year, which are all vastly different tones and directors and styles, and I think that's really is what's going to be like the make or the make or break of the DCU for me personally. All right, Tom, you're on to your third choice.
Oh, this is a difficult list now. I mean, it's
starting to get down there a bit. Yeah.
Well, it's a question of like, do I want to pull a John and tell you what I'm morbidly curious about?
Oh no!
God.
Ultimately, there are plenty on this.
Don't do that, Tom.
Cheap detectives.
Listen to me, Tom.
By the way, that does look cute as hell.
Right. Okay. I'll hold off that path for a moment and talk about one that I mean, I'm just like shooting in the dark here. I'm gonna go for Narnia. And this is because so first of all, as a kid, I was obsessed with Narnia. That first film, the second film. By the time the third film came out, I was kind of over it. But I used to love those. So there's definitely that kind of attraction there. Never read the books, but I think the main thing is Greta Gerwig. Like, I absolutely adore her first three films, and you know, knowing that she's going to do a fourth is everything to me. The idea of her doing like something big and fantasy blockbuster epic, I think this could be it. This could be the hole that has been left by, you know, big fantasy franchises like Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit never managed to recapture it. Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts never managed to recapture it. Greta Gerwig could be the person to bring us back a genuinely fantastic franchise, which, you know, I think we'd all love to see from fantasy. And, you know, I don't know anything about it. I don't really know. I think maybe there's been a couple of casting announcements, but I just think that she could do something really special, something really great with this. As we said earlier, it's got the IMAX release, and normally I'd complain about Netflix not having that, but it is going to have a cinematic release, so that's brilliant. It's just ticks all around. I'm really confident in her, much like how we were saying with Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve. Like that, these guys don't miss, and so I'm just I'm there for her.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that is kind of a wild card one too, because it can go either way. But what makes me think it's probably going to be more so on the gooder side is because of Greta. I think Greta Gerwig coming out of Barbie, which was this worldwide phenomenon, is like, hey, I'm going to start my own franchise. It felt like there was this kind of IP just kind of like sitting there, just like collecting dust, and she's like, hey, why doesn't somebody use that? Like, we could, like, they didn't even like begin adapting. Like, there's many books, from my understanding. There were many things, and apparently this is a like they're adapting one of the books that hasn't been adapted yet. Like, it's not like the first movie that they adapted in the original one. Like, this is something fresh and new and original, and I'm like, okay, I'm down for that. And like, I want to sit down on around Christmas time and put this on. I'm not super familiar with Narnia. We read the first book in school and then we watched the movie, and I thought they were like, oh, solid stuff. I preferred the book, but I thought the movie was solid. But like, I think that like that flair that Greta could add to something like this, and her committed fight against Netflix to get this put in cinemas is very admiring, and I hope more people stand up to Netflix over these next couple of years, being like, wait, why is this movie on streaming? Get this shit in like on the big screen, which they've said they're going to do. But forgive me for not believing them.
Come on.
Forgive me for
I'll
not
never say a
believing.
word against them again if they just manage to get their shit together.
Yeah. Streaming just ruins it, really. It's just awful that it's just making it exclusive. Like, it's like maybe a 2-week or 1-week window that you're gonna get to see this movie. Like, people just drive for 6 hours, to get to a movie where in that selected cinema or theater. So it's just mind blowing that they're not doing this, making it accessible to everyone, and also apply that to the box office as well. So it's like, what they're doing, man? What are they doing?
It needs to be. I need them to like. Because if things, like, they've been slowly putting things in theaters this year, especially, but it's not everywhere. Like, we didn't get Knives Out in theaters, and we didn't get Frankenstein in theaters. Stranger Things is airing its final episode this week. I would love to see that on the big screen. It's not a thing in our theater. So it's like, make it a bigger reach. Don't have it just be like, oh, the one theater in every town. And it's like, no. Have it be a worldwide release to everybody.
Yeah.
In most theaters. I get some theaters aren't going to do some things, but still, like, it should be more of a normalized thing for Netflix if they're going to be committing to this whole Warner Brothers merger thing that they're doing. Okay. I've been holding off for a minute because I felt pretty safe about my next pick due to something that you said, Tom, in your end of the year episode. But I love me some Hunger Games. My word, this is my franchise. I adore the movies. I adore the books. I have not read this book yet. I've been debating if I want to read it now or wait to experience the story on the big screen and then read the book.
It just came out, right? That book?
The book came out, I think it was in the spring. I think it was earlier this year or last year. Yeah.
What's her name? The author?
Susan. Is it Collins? Susan Collins? Is that it?
Yeah, Susan Collins. It's crazy that she's going. Still going. She's still got it. She's still.
Isn't this supposed to be the final one?
I don't know. I don't think there's been no. I mean, there is such faith in these because with this book and the last book, they announced the book and the movie at the same time.
Yes.
Like, the movie was announced before the book had even come out. And I don't know if there's ever been a director that has had that much power before, or sorry, author that's had that much power before, where it's like, oh, we feel so confident that people will love this. We're going to be making the movie now. And I think that's such a power move.
Wow. Okay.
I am. This is a hot take, I know. I don't think there's been a bad Hunger Games movie. I really like the first one. I adore the second one. I understand 3 and 4 don't work as well as like a part one and a part two, but I think as a whole the story is still excellent. And then the latest
Mm.
one they did, what blew my mind. I thought that was such an incredible story that they told. And with the source material of this one, I will not spoil it for anyone who wants to go into that blind. But the story for this one is insane. It is a massive story. It is a tragic story. I think people are going to walk out of this movie with tears in their eyes. And this is kind of like their like Hunger Games kind of legacy sequel, if you will, because this is set in a time and place where you're going to recognize some of those characters that we saw in the first one, but a bit younger. And so like the casting process was so much fun. It's like this as this, and this person as this, and this person as this. It's like the casting was really good. I don't know if you guys did the trailer for it, but the trailer, in my opinion, looks incredible. It's such a beautifully done trailer. And Haymitch is my favorite character from the Hunger Games books, or the books and movies, I guess. So the fact that this one is focusing on him this time around and his journey, that gets me very, very excited.
Ooh, okay. Because I remember watching all those 4 films because my sister, she's obsessed,
Okay.
with the Hunger Games, and like she was just talking about the new book that just came out in the spring, and she was just talking about the previous movie and how like she really loved it. So yeah, it's nice, just to see that kind of going, for the prequel and actually get some kind of like history and world building into it, which I haven't seen in the previous movie. So that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
As a bystander, I just don't know what's going to happen, really. Yeah.
Yeah, that second one was a very powerful story. I think you guys, or that last one, I mean, I think you guys might enjoy the last one. If like, because I think people were kind of a little skittish after the 2-parter movie came out, which I understand. I get that was a bit of a mess. But like, I think they came back swinging with this latest one. And then this one is just full on Hunger Games again. Like, this is full on like, oh, what you love about Hunger Games is on display here. Like, the stories about the like Quarter Quell, which is like the 50th Hunger Games, and like every 50 years they always do their big thing. So, or like every 25 years is their big event thing. So I think this is gonna be very fun inside the cinema come November. I think is when it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I'm fairly excited. I think that I mean, the reason why it came up in our best of is because the director of those films after the first one directed The Long Walk, which was my favorite film of the year.
I need to get to it still. I need to
it's fantastic.
It's great.
And that I can't remember his name, but like he does a great job. And those Hunger Games films, I remember watching Catching Fire at the cinema. Francis Lawrence, that's right.
That's it. Yeah.
And yeah, I remember watching Catching Fire at the cinema and just being like, whoa, like it's just incredible. And then after that, I just kind of fell out of rhythm with it.
Okay, fair enough.
I like the franchise, but I'm just not like massively well versed in it. But I'd be very interested to return. Maybe I'll watch all the films again, or even read the books. Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that's just the same for me as well. I need to go for a bit of a return to it and be like, what's different for me? What's changed? Since I watched. Like, it's been like 10 years since
it's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Insane.
I think they've like paced themselves very well with it because I don't think they overdid it. It's like, okay, you had the main story and then they waited a while and they came back swinging with the last one. It kind of worked as that like legacy sequel feeling of like, oh, Hunger Games is back, okay. And then it's been I think 3 years since the last one. I think that's a great amount of time where it's been a while, but also not too long. And I think they put out that trailer an entire year in advance. Before the movie would have come out. I was like, that's such a baller move to have that much faith in it that you are pushing it a year in advance. So, alrighty, John, you are now down to your final 2 choices. We're getting some of those big movies out of the way, but we still have quite a few on the board here.
Okay.
What is your next choice?
Could you scroll down a bit just in case I've missed anything out?
That's it. What's
on
on screen is all that's there. There's Avengers down there, but you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
We already have one here on the board.
I'm gonna be careful because there's like 2 films that I see that I think they're gonna be in there, but I think the first one that I'm really excited a bit more about Like the one that I'm going to choose last. Well, if Tom's going to choose it or not, but one of it is okay. So the one I'm going to choose next is Evil Dead Burn.
Ooh. wouldn't have thought that in a month of Sundays, mate.
I wasn't expecting that one. Okay.
Well, I love Evil Dead. So
Fair.
something about Evil Dead, was it Evil Dead Rise? I think that was
Yes.
the last one. Yes, I loved that one. That was such a fun movie. Like, because I was just worried about like how they're gonna, span across this universe, from Ash to this. And Evil Dead Rise was just an awesome movie. Like they done a lot of practical work for that, and like the gore in that one is just it was just horrible, and there's some insane set pieces that happened in that movie, and just having that like kind of like it's not like a comedy, but it's like a zany horror. That's why I feel like this is like a zany horror that I feel like is just great with an audience just to laugh, but also be scared about like some of the like horror that they built up, in Evil Dead Rise. So I don't know the details for this one, but I feel like this one's gonna be kind of like exciting because I do like a bit of like with horror. Like I love what was that one? Is it no? What was the one with Robert Eggers? I know there's werewolf here, but there's is it what's his name? It's not Dracula, but it's the
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Nosferatu. That one was great as well. But something like that type of horror, that kind of like gothic, but also like kind of like crazy, like outlandish horror that I'm there for. So, Evil Dead. Give me that. Give me that Evil Dead Burn. I'm intrigued. That's what I am. I'm just intrigued. What this is gonna be. Yeah.
Okay. I have no commentary because I've never played a single game or seen a single movie, but I trust you that it's going to be peak cinema.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it now? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but so you've got the original 3 with Bruce Campbell, Ash. You've got the reboot, and then you've got Evil Dead Rise. Is Evil Dead Burn? Does it include the protagonists of all 3 like franchises? Is this like the No Way Home?
I don't know the details. That's why I'm intrigued. I'm like, I want to see some.
I think this might be the No Way Home of Evil Dead.
What?
I think I heard that's what's happening. Maybe that was just a theory, but like, that would be incredible.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put it here. Let's put Evil Dead No Way Home. Let's put it there. Yeah. Let's do that there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I chose. I'm there for it. Okay. Cool.
Hell yeah. I hope it's good. I've had people be like, "Oh, you have to watch. You have to check it out. Check these out." Like maybe someday. I'm not like traditionally
with Mission Impossible and John Wick and
yeah.
I'm not like
there's so many things to watch. Yeah,
a horror guy, but like this year for Pipeline, like we went through all the Alien movies, we went through all the Predator movies, we did all the It movies. So maybe I'll have to add this to the giant list of franchises I have to add to the roster of movies to get caught up on.
Yeah.
All right, Tom. What's next on yours? This list is shrinking, but still three entire rows of movies here to pick from.
I'm noticing that so far I've only picked films that are black background and text. So I don't know what wins out. Is it what I actually want to watch, or is it me wanting to just keep the theme?
Interesting.
It's been a good like 20 minutes since my last choice, and I've decided I'm going to go full John. It's time for a morbidly curious pick. I'm picking Avengers Doomsday, boys.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah,
I was not expecting.
I'm not expecting.
This is either.
Okay. You hit it, everybody. You hit it here.
Woo!
Thank you very much.
More Disney, okay. Tom. You love the Disney brand now.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I love I love
Wow.
Disney and Netflix. That's what I always say. I introduce myself to new people and I
I'm
say
not
I love
brave. I
Disney
wouldn't be
and
brave to do that.
Netflix.
Wow.
Let
Wow.
me clarify. I don't love I don't love them artistically. I love the corporations. I'm just a big. I just love no.
You love
Okay.
Bob Iger and
I
his
love Robert
billion-dollar
Iger.
checkbook.
I
Oh
think
my
I think
God.
they should never have made The Hunt for Ben Solo. I think he was right about that. No, let's not get into that. Okay, so
Okay,
Doomsday.
give me your reasons, Tom.
The,
Give me your reasons. I'm
the
really
thing
intrigued.
is, I think this is a terrible idea. This film. I think that doing Doctor Doom, doing Robert Downey Jr., making a film where Doom is the villain, where it's not, like where him and Reed Richards aren't like the main conflict, where you're bringing back Steve Rogers, where you're wheeling out the X-Men, who half of which like have died numerous times by this point, where you're bringing back the directors who made movies that people liked, but I think like don't age particularly. We did Winter Soldier and Civil War earlier in 2025 on the pod, and they're good, but I don't like the Russo brothers' direction at all. I don't like Electric State. I don't like The Gray Man. I think this film is either going to be the worst thing I've ever seen, or somehow it'll all come together and work so well.
Yeah.
It's like those three teasers. I saw the Steve Rogers one in front of Avatar. I think it's so frustratingly desperate. It's like key jangling, just like the most. It reeks of corporate choices. I hate it. But then I saw the leaked Thor one, and I was like, hold on, this is amazing. Yeah, and then we go back to the X-Men one, which also leaked, and I'm not a fan of that. So we're flip-flopping. Like when they did that whole cast announcement, I was loving it because it was the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four and all these characters I got to know, like Shang-Chi and Shuri as Black Panther and all these things, and I was like, this is great. And then they brought in the nostalgia people, all the X-Men, and I was like, what is there to be excited about? So I am equally intrigued and think this could be great, but also think it's going to be dreadful. And I'm really siding with Dreadful here.
That's interesting. I'm with you with like the Downey and Chris Evans of it all. Like I'm not in love with those inherently, at least not the way we've done it. Like I knew it would happen eventually, but I wish we maybe waited a couple more years. But I am very excited for the X-Men. And I think mainly because I don't think that cast really got their due. I don't think that cast was able to give what they. So I love that we get to be like, okay, we're resetting everything. We're never going back to these casts again. Hopefully, this is like give James his his iconic costume. Let these actors actually look how they're supposed to look one last time, and then we get to reset everything and we get to go do the normal bits of it. But I'm with you. I'm very mixed on it because yes, the Downey and the Chris Evans of it all does very much like. But I'm so excited for Sam Wilson and Yelena and Fantastic Four and Black Panther. Like all these characters I've been waiting to see on the big screen. It's like I'm focusing on those guys. Those are the things I'm excited for. Loki's 100%. Being back with Chris. With the Thor for the like. Those are the things I'm like. Yes, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll surprise me and be like, "Oh, actually, this is the perfect choice for Doom."
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
like that's the thing. I think none of us are rooting against the MCU here. Like we've all grown up with it. We all want it to be amazing. I just think that like the fact that the X-Men is frustrating me is because we've had so much play from them in like what little marketing we've got, and so little from like where's Captain Marvel, where's Miss Marvel, where's Photon, where's like even like in the X-Men themselves, Storm, Jean, Rogue, basically the women. Like where's the MCU? Like bring it back. It's disappointing to see so many characters who I have become invested in. Like even if it wasn't the female characters, like Doctor Strange, like where's he? I just think it's very strange the direction they've taken, and I can't help but be fascinated.
I would feel so much better about this movie if it wasn't the first Avengers movie after Endgame. Like if we had at least got one more Avengers movie where it's like Strange,
Kang
Captain
Dynasty,
Marvel, Spider-Man, all the new characters we've been introducing. But like the fact that Downey, Thor, and like the main three is still the main three of this one pisses me off. Like, we spent 5 years watching thousands of hours of content for pretty much no reason. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's also a lot they're not telling us too, which also leaves me to be like, okay, let's like let me tamper. Like I'm like, oh, there's no Captain Marvel, but also the director of the Marvels was on set a couple weeks ago, and that makes me think, oh,
Yes.
okay, maybe
Interesting.
Monica is in here, maybe, and like the
Yeah.
fact that they kept Chris Evans a secret for so long, makes me think, oh, who else is in here that we don't know about that they're saving for the movie itself, So we'll see.
Yeah.
We will.
I am conflicted. Oh, just one more thing about just
Yeah,
Doomsday.
go
Like,
ahead.
I'm just so conflicted about, like, as everybody said about Downey as Doom. Because come on, you got to give someone else as Doom. I think it's just a bit unfair. Just like, yeah, let's bring back Downey. Just to be Doom, but it's also just trying to keep that push. To like bring that back attention to Marvel, because Doom's a really iconic villain, and it's just like we want to see a new someone else do it, really, not
Mm-hmm.
not Downey, because here's my well, this is not going to be a great theory, but I don't think Marvel would have the balls to, like, kill off the Downey Doom but actually reveal who Doom is in this movie. That's just my crazy theory. That's not going to probably work, but yeah.
I hope there's an
Yeah.
actual Doom after this. Like,
Yes.
I understand why they're
Yes.
doing it, but I do hope like it ends with there being an actual Doom in this new like timeline that we create after everything resets over. Like, I think there needs to be an actual Doctor Doom. Like, I kind of, it's still very like corporate, but I kind of do like the idea that like Doom stole Tony's face and he's like been going around pretending to be Tony, and like that is like, okay, that's at least a little bit better. And then you get like the real Doctor Doom coming in at the end or in the next phase or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
That at least
Yeah.
justifies the casting a little bit in my mind. But again, that's me just trying to justify a brand that I adore, and maybe
Yeah.
shouldn't be justified sometimes.
There's a lot of places it can go, but there's so many like loose threads that I don't like. I would love it if this film dealt with the Council of Kangs, very briefly had just like Doom stepping over their dead bodies. I would love it if Charlize Theron was in this as Clea. I'd love it if they tackled that like message that the Ten Rings were sending out or whatever. I don't think it's gonna cover half this stuff.
No.
But like really, I think it needs to reward us, it needs to reward those who have watched, like, I think maybe all three of us have watched every single thing they have released pretty much since coming back after Endgame, and that has sometimes been a thankless task. And so I would like to be thanked. I'd like Kevin Feige to be like, okay, here you go, here's Hercules, and I go, Love and Thunder wasn't a waste after all.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm looking at this board. I'm going to go with one I can't believe it. I'm actually kind of shocked it's still on the board here. I think this is one of the best looking original movies of 2026. I am going Project Hail Mary.
Ryan
Ryan
I was about
Gosling.
to choose that, funny enough. I was about to choose that.
Oh, your perfect list.
Ryan Gosling, the Spider-Verse directors making their live action debut. It just looks incredible. Like, both trailers they put out have made me like want to cry. Like, it just looks such a beautiful story from what I heard the book that it's based on. He's incredible. You have or haven't?
Yeah, I have. I have read the book.
Is it good?
It's a great story. Yeah, I read it in 3 days actually. It's it's Andy Weir who did The Martian. Great movie as well. So reading that in 3 days was just an experience that I will not get back to, because it's like it's like one of those stories that you have to like read once, and it's just like, that's just like, there's a lot of detail that went into this book, and it's so intense and so beautiful at the same time. As you said, like the trailers, what they put out, and Rocky, have you seen the alien Rocky in the movie? Yes. Great character in the book. I love him. He's great. He's a great character.
It just looks such a good time. It just looks like this feels like a classic movie. Like this feels like a movie we're gonna be talking about in 10 years of like, oh, like, where were you when you watched Project Hail Mary in cinemas? it looks. I don't know if it would have been on my pick if like a couple other things were still on the board, but I think I'm glad I ended up with it because I do think we'll end the year being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got a hold of Hail Mary. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I guess I don't have that much else to say. Just like, hey, it looks good, looks great.
Yeah, I
Does.
recommend the book.
Yeah.
I recommend the book if you want to like explore about a bit about like the characters, in the story. Yeah, I recommend if you just want to get into that. Really, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The great thing is that they've got Greg Fraser as well, who is such a brilliant cinematographer.
Yes,
He's the guy who shot. Yeah, he shot the first 2 Dunes. He shot the Batman. He shot the season 1 of the Mandalorian. He is just like everything that he has touched. I think is gold, and it does hurt that he isn't doing Dune 3 and Batman Part 2. But the fact that he's doing Project Hail Mary, which does look great, and also Lord and Miller are really good at doing heart. Doing emotion, and that's what's most important to me. So I even though I'm no doubt the film will be funny, I do think that you're right. Like it will have that emotional punch. I think they're perfect for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more for each person here. This is the final pick of the night from everybody. Still a decent sized board. There's still quite a few big blockbusters still here. I feel like when we got to this point last time, we had the pick of the crop where it's like, well, I guess I'll pick this one. Where now I'm like, oh my gosh, I could pick from any row and it would be a good choice.
Yeah.
So, John, your final pick of the night here. Where are you feeling? How are you feeling? What are we going for?
I see a few things, and I'm like, what's the one that I've heard about and I've like piqued my interest in? This is hard. I think I have to go with Digger with Tom Cruise.
Oh wow! Okay.
I know nothing about this.
I also know nothing about it. I just know Tom Cruise.
But I know.
Wait, personally?
Oh, of course.
Tom Cruise. Yeah. You know Tom Cruise.
Yeah, no, he goes to my book club.
If I'm not mistaken, this director for Digger, what's his name? Because he has done some fantastic films. I believe he did Birdman.
I love that movie.
I just need to double check actually. So Birdman movie. Come on, give me. Yes, here we go. 2014 movie. Who is director? Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. I butchered that. I'm terribly sorry. I butchered that. But the director has worked on that one, and I believe. Oh, what else has he done? I should know, guys. I should know. He's done The Revenant, fantastic movie. Babel. So those are the 2 movies that I have seen from his filmography. But something about this, just like from the teaser trailer, like it's Tom Cruise. I heard it's a comedy. It's going to be a crazy comedy. So it's zany, something else. So no details, but yeah, I'm just there for it because there's less information, but it's just kind of like, hey, what this movie is? What is it? Why does this give me curiosity than ever before? Because the Odyssey, we've seen the teaser trailer. June, we heard bits and bobs about June. What's going on with Timothy Chalamet being bold? Is he somebody else or something? I don't know. Supergirl, but something about this, I don't know why. It just kind of like speaks out to me. Like, is it Tom Cruise? Is he running towards me? Is he gonna say, watch this movie, or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Either I'm going crazy or I want to see this movie now.
It'd be cool to see him do something different, right? I feel like he's done like the Mission Impossible kind of character over and over again. And again, I don't like, even when he's not that, he's kind of doing that. And I don't know what this is, but it would be fun to just see something fresh that's not Top Gun, that's not, as much as I love Top Gun, I love Maverick so much, but hopefully something fresh for him.
Yeah, he's a very serious type of character. He's always worked with very serious like kind of movies, but he does pretty well with comedy. he did Tropic Thunder, and I think he played a different character, like a really different. What's his name?
Yes.
And yes, and he just did this whole dance as well, and something about that. He can do comedy. That's something. I mean, he has grown up watching the vaudeville, like theater, I think, or something like that with Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. Like he can do comedy. How to like slapstick. That's what he can really do. Like there was something about it, which again, I'm quite seated for. So that's my top 5. That's my top 5 right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Honestly, a fantastic top 5. I'd say. I think this is a very confident top 5. I feel like these. I think Evil Dead would be the only one I'd be like could go either direction, but I think this is a very good list there, John. So good job.
Oh,
all right, Tom.
I'll learn from my mistake.
No Minecraft kind of dealio here. Now it's not too late for you, Tom. You could pull out a real wild card, like a Minions 3.
Are you sure?
You could do Goat. Goat's a wild card that you could throw.
Goat,
in
yeah,
there.
Not true.
That's
well,
a banger.
I gotta stick to my roots. I'm a Disney guy. You know me.
No.
You know me. I love it. And John's won this year. Like you've got the best list, so someone's got to tank it, right? And so of course I'm going for the live action Moana. I'm not. That's a lie.
All right.
I'm not
my God.
I'm not. Whoa.
Jeez.
It is Mandalorian and Grogu.
I was wondering if someone was wanted to.
Yes,
Tom, you really went for like the franchises this year. Like you got all the big guns. Holy shit!
Yeah, you went out.
You're making the most money, John.
Marvel,
honestly,
Disney,
like
Netflix, Disney.
It's like
Disney.
a $5 billion list here. Or Tom,
if it was, if John hadn't have picked June, it would be on my list. But yeah, no. Okay, the thing is, I'm a Star Wars fan first and foremost. Just in my life, I've been to 2 celebrations. I went to the midnight showing of Rise of Skywalker. I think I'm the only person who likes that movie. But it's so special to me. And when I was literally bouncing off the walls all day when that trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu was going to release, and it released, and I remember I was out on a walk and I sat on a bench and I'd looked at the sun and I watched the trailer and it really underwhelmed me, and I was just like, oh no. And I'm not necessarily looking forward to this film that much, but there's just part of me that recognizes that this film could make me feel excited and childlike and nostalgic. And I love Mandalorian season 1 and most of season 2 and some of season 3, but like season 1 at this point has become nostalgic. It started in 2019, like even just like the marketing leading up to it. And so the fact that we're going to get it on the big screen, hopefully Ludwig Göransson returns to score it and we can hear that brilliant theme composed by him. But like, yeah, I'm just going for it. I'm just, you know what? I want to love this film. I want to come back in 2027 and go, yeah, I had a great time. Because I don't think it's going to be perfect. But I want to root for the things that I love. Is that so wrong?
No, I think I think just for the fact that it's the first let's be honest, first Star Wars movie since 2019. Like that's a big deal. The fact that it's returning. And, I love the show, so I hope it's good. I'm praying it's good. I think Star Wars needs a win. I think Andor has been the only thing that people can agree on is good Star Wars for the most part. And I think they need something that's like, most normal people agree that this is a good movie. So, and I'm glad someone picked it. I was thinking like, is no one gonna pick the Star Wars movie of the year? That's
weird because it's Star Wars, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm pretty confident it's gonna be my least favorite Star Wars film, and I see all of them positively. So it could still be a positive experience and be my least, but it is such a weird feeling. But it opens the floodgates, the doors. Like we got Starfighter in 2027, Rey's New Jedi Order film will be coming, Dawn of the Jedi, the Heir to the Empire. Like there are films that are coming, and if they want to make this one for an easy way to make money, this will cost them considerably less. Then do it.
Good choice.
My
Very good
thoughts
choice.
on Mandalorian.
Yeah, go ahead.
I genuinely don't know. It felt weird when I watched the trailer because it's like, is this a movie? Because I just felt so confused. I was like, what's going on here? So I don't know. I have to see what it's going to be like.
I think the thing I don't like is them already being like, oh yeah, like we already have plans for the season 4. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, we're going
Season
back
4?
to wait, we're going back after the movie, but then they're also talking about the sequels for. I was like, I wish they just kind of stuck a lane. Like, I don't hate the idea of them going like taking this TV brand and putting it on the movie side. That's cool. But it kind of now just feels like, oh, we're just doing this for money, and then we're going to go back to what we really want to do with season 4, and like that is like. I don't like that feeling. I don't want to go into a movie just thinking it's going to be like a filler thing, setting up something. I don't know. I don't like that feeling.
No,
but it's still
I
Star Wars on
agree.
the big screen, which
I
is
get
exciting.
that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars on the big screen, but the trailer like visually looks really bad. Why did I choose this film? I don't know.
I was like questioning. I was like, Tom, are you sure about that?
I nosedived it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry. Just
your
give
last
yourself
2
a doubt.
movies you weren't excited for, Tom. I'm a little concerned for you.
What do we
I'm
mean when we
concerned.
say anticipated? Like, I'm interested. You know.
I mean, this is the title of today's video in the new year.
Yeah.
I mean, the most anticipated, and I'm concerned about the last 2 that you picked because
exactly
with Minecraft, you know, the Minecraft incident that we shall not speak ever again.
Yeah, surely this isn't as bad as that. Surely we
no. Well, it cannot be that bad, can it? Can it?
Well, if I leave my Mandalorian after 40 minutes, then something's gone wrong. It's not me. I've been possessed.
Someone just threw the Grogu in the cinema, and that's it. You're like, that's it. I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on my last one. I've been looking across this board. There's a couple I could choose. I could have gone with my Disney love and picked Unhexed. I could have picked Hopper. I haven't loved the trailers for Hopper though, so I don't think I'm going with that. I haven't done a comic book movie yet. I could have done Clayface, but I'm also not like super excited for Clayface, even though I think it'll be good. I have a love for those Jumanji movies, but I'm still not sure about Jumanji. I'm going with a bit of a wild card, and I think I'm mainly going for this one because I'm just so happy that they chose the love of cinema and to actually put this movie out after what feels like so many years of it never coming out. I'm choosing cinema here, and I'm going with Coyote vs. Acme.
Yes, this is the best. Oh yeah.
I'm just so
Darren
happy
wins.
for them. I'm so happy for them.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you win, Darren. You win.
When that announcement came out at like what was it? What was it? San Diego Comic-Con maybe. I was just so happy. I was so like, yes, they're finally doing this. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if it even came out for you guys, but the day the world blew up, or like the day the Earth blew up, that came out this year from Looney Tunes.
That came out. Yeah, I remember that.
You didn't get it.
Oh, it's
Not
so
here,
good.
But I do remember hearing about that movie somewhere.
Yeah. I wanted to do it on the pod, and then it just had no release date here. It's tragic.
That sucks. That's it's unfortunate because it's good. It's like a really solid movie. It was cool to see 2D animation on the big screen again. And will this movie be peak? Probably not. But it's John Cena and Coyote in a courtroom drama. And I feel like this is my wild card. I feel like this is my Minecraft of this year. I'm just like, well, it could be good, it could be bad, but at least it came out, and we got the power of cinema on our side for this one.
Oh yeah.
I feel pretty confident with mine. I'm pretty happy with mine. John, I think you have a very I think it's kind of similar to last year. John, I think you have the like cinephile list with yours. Tom, you have the like money list on yours. I think you're gonna make a lot of money next year. And I gotta
me.
It's gonna be the $1 billion list right there. That's the $1 billion list. Yeah.
Those are all probably billion. Well, maybe not Narnia, but the rest are probably $1 billion.
Well, maybe
you know what?
Doomsday,
you say that.
maybe?
I'd be surprised if Mandalorian got to $1 billion.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah. I see that. Maybe
it would be nice, but like I don't know if that audience from streaming translates.
Yeah. But also cute little alien creature. Like people
you're
love the
right.
cute little alien
You're right.
creature.
Yeah. How long do you think Mandalorian Grogu is going to be in cinemas until it's going to be in streaming?
That's the question, isn't it? Like, what releases near it? It's only like a month removed from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a crazy summer. I'm scared for the summer. There's so many
It's
big.
gonna be intense.
I'm terrified for Supergirl because like Supergirl's surrounded by like Toy
Yeah.
Story and Spider-Man and Mandalorian and Paw Patrol and Masters of the Universe and like it's by so many
Yeah.
so many
I
big
think-
movies.
I think Masters of the Universe is more likely to take a hit than Supergirl. Like ultimately,
I would disagree if it wasn't for Jared Leto being the main villain of Masters of the
yeah.
Wait, he's the
yeah.
main villain? Oh,
He's Skeletor.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Darren, did you see Tron Ares?
Nope.
Good.
But I don't like Tron Legacy. So I was like, I'm
Ah.
not even gonna bother with it. I'm not a
Okay.
fan of the
Well,
Trons.
Because we both watched it and we talked about it on the pod.
Mhm.
We didn't we didn't like it, but it's just about Jared Leto, and it's just like why is he in the movie? But now hearing about he's going to be in the Masters of the Universe as Skeletor, what do
We
you
gotta-
mean?
We
What
gotta
do you
stop
mean?
with him. We have
We gotta
got
stop.
to retire Jared Leto.
There's
been
gonna be
too
someone
long.
like there's gonna be someone like guys stop him right now, like just to tell him to stop, please stop. Yeah, oh my god, that's insane. What?
Yeah.
Do you remember it when the somebody filmed the Doctor Doom Robert Downey Jr. announcement, and one of the Russos is
Someone
like,
said
"We
Jared
need,
Leto?
we need the greatest actor of all time," and someone in the crowd goes, "Jared Leto."
Would have been probably the only other crazier casting they could have pulled.
Yeah, like
besides
that would have been worse. Let's be honest.
Oh, that would have been worse. It's like
Way
what?
worse.
That would have been world ending.
Yeah, count your lucky stars. That didn't happen.
My god.
Yeah. I'm looking at this board. I'm like, well, Rip Cat in the Hat, another year not on the top 15. Understandably, Michael also did not make. Where's Michael at? Michael's somewhere. Michael also did not make the
Oh,
top
there he is.
15.
Yeah.
I know I have friends that are really, really excited for it. I'm kind of like, we'll see. I'm excited for that music.
Is that Animal Farm? Andy Serkis.
Yes.
Ah, I see. I see. I see.
I see.
Good.
Because I haven't seen much of it, but I've heard some bits about it. Does it look terrible? I don't know much about it.
I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I heard some people shitting on it because it's not like accurate to the book or whatever.
Yeah, it seems like the book is kind of about like Russian politics. So that's kind of like that's the metaphor that it's playing on, and it looks like the film is just going for like a kid's film, like your generic
what?
kind of like think the difference between Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio and the Disney live action Pinocchio remake. It's like one of these actually can be enjoyable for kids, but is really interesting and is about fascism, and the other one is Disney's live action Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
I will also say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're gone. Sorry, I was about to go to a different tangent. Sorry, you're gone.
I will also say I think Scream 7 would have been on my list if it was the original Scream 7 we were supposed to get before the.
That would have been
now
mine
I
as well.
couldn't care less. I simply could not care less about this newest. Scream
Yeah,
7.
I won't be watching that.
No.
Yeah.
I'll pirate it eventually after everything's said and
sure,
done. I'm like,
sure.
I'll watch it just to see what they did, but I will not be giving them any money in the cinema.
No.
Which sucks
no.
because I do think there are good actors in there, but no.
I have a question.
You got to
about
vote with your
Resident
wallet.
Evil. Oh, you got to go with your wallet. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry. I'm
John.
just going to different tangents right now.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I see just a bit of different horror movies right here. So,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken, is Resident Evil like being Is it directed by what's his name?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Is it?
Is it?
Well, he did the others, so I
What?
thought that's it's
No,
not.
I was
It's
thinking-
not, but that was the question that I
Is
thought you were
it?
going to ask.
The guy who did Alien Romulus.
Oh, Fede Alvarez.
Oh, is it?
Let me check.
This is another one I knew nothing about.
Yeah, me
I just
neither.
saw it on the
I didn't know
giant
this
list.
was coming out this year.
Oh no!
I went on the list
no,
and I was like, it's coming out.
Tom. All right,
Ah,
right, you guys. Right, have you seen Weapons this year?
No.
No.
I mean, yes,
it's
I
him.
have. I
He's
have, but
directing
like,
this. He's
it's
directing
Craig-
Resident
Zach
Evil.
Kreger. No
Yes.
way.
He
What?
is.
Magic.
Oh what? Oh no! I made a mistake. It should have been on my.
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm locking it. I'm locking it in anyway. That's Zach Kreger. Okay, if you don't know, many people
What?
listening.
Would you like to
Zach
swap something
Kreger,
out,
who
John?
did Weapons. No, I'm not swapping it
No?
out. I
Okay.
have to lock in.
Alright.
I have to lock in. I
Alright.
have to be faithful
Alright.
to my list right now.
I gave you the okay.
Hey,
No,
John,
no.
just get rid of June. I'll put it in mine. It's cool. It's fine.
No.
June
No.
will go to a happy
You
home.
switch
No.
the whole list around because then I'll
No,
take one of yours and we'll just make yours.
because
Darren,
the
Darren,
reason
you
why
can
I
have
feel
Avengers.
conflicted about it.
I'm
'cause-
happy to let that go.
Yeah, the reason why I feel conflicted about it because Resident Evil is one of my favorite game franchise. Resident Evil 2 is such a vibe. I love 7 and 8, but now I'm hearing like just had this sudden like awful realization that Zach Kreger is doing Resident Evil is just mind blowing to me because Weapons came out this year. I love that. That was such a brilliant movie. Oh well, that's fine.
We
Oh
win
my God.
some, we lose some.
Yeah. I'm noticing as well that we've got Peaky Blinders as
Yeah.
well as Mandalorian.
Peaky Blinders,
Grogu.
mate.
I think that was incredible. You wouldn't know you were from the UK, John. It's the real like test of whether streaming audiences will
hmm
translate to the cinema. I'm sure there are other examples of
Yeah.
streaming shows that have become cinematically released films, but I can't think of any on this scale. And you really do wonder to yourself, like, is this going to translate?
Yeah. I wonder how big of a release it is because I'm hearing it's I think it's like a weekend thing or like a week release.
I mean,
and
it's
then
Netflix, isn't it?
streaming. Yeah, it's going to streaming, I think, like the following week or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. You do have the Cliff book sequel, like
Yeah.
which that is. I don't even know how to feel about that one. I think that could
David
be
Fincher, right?
terrible. What's that?
David
I think it's
Fincher?
David Fincher. Yeah.
Sure.
I do like Fincher.
There's another film here that David Fincher should be directing, but I mean,
Paw Patrol 3?
Yeah.
Paw Patrol 3?
Yes.
Yeah, he should have done
How
that.
did you know?
How
He was busy with Sheep Detectives. That's actually
Unironically, though, that looks incredibly wholesome.
I've never heard of
Detectives?
this. Like this
Oh.
joke, this ongoing joke that you've been like, I've loved it, but I've never heard of this movie.
Watch the trailer. It's so cute. Okay, the plot of the movie is Hugh Jackman is like a farmer, and he's he like spends his life telling these like mystery stories to these sheep, and then he dies, and then it's the sheep having to solve his murder. It looks.
Oh my god!
It like reminds me of like Paddington, where it's just like it looks so
Oh,
wholesome and like.
okay.
I like legitimately
A
thought
comfort
about putting
movie?
it as my
Okay,
last one,
okay.
as like instead of Coyote. I was like, all right, is it Coyote or are we doing Sheep Detectives? It was one of the two.
Wow. Okay.
I also
I'm in.
see. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm in. I'm proclaiming that I'm ready. If it was a musical, I would be extra in.
That would be great. That'd be so
Oh,
good.
that's great. I also see Return to Silent Hill. I know a bit about Silent Hill, so that's interesting as well.
I will say,
Isn't that more Stephen King?
Silent Hill?
Is that Stephen King?
No. Oh no. That's not Stephen
What
King.
am I thinking of?
that's
What
a
am I
video
thinking of?
game.
Oh. What am I
I will
Alright,
say, I've seen the
sure.
trailer for this. That trailer looks really bad. That
Does
trailer
it?
Oh,
looks-
I haven't
no.
seen it. I haven't seen it. That's not.
If-
Thankfully, that's not on my list. Anticipated because I know a bit about Silent Hill, but the try.
I've never played
Oh,
the
yeah, it
games
looks
or watched the
terrible. It looks
movies,
terrible.
but
Yep,
the trailer looks like a straight to DVD.
Ooh,
like,
oh,
it looks.
what a compliment.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah, not. Moana obviously is going to be peak. Can't wait to see the same movie again.
Yeah.
And
C2 Day One. Yeah.
yeah, obviously.
I see
Wears
Iron
Prada
Lung
2.
right there. That's
What's that?
Markiplier, isn't it? Iron
Yes,
Lung.
Iron Lung is finally coming out, which I know nothing
Yes.
about, but I know I have friends that are really excited. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope it's
Yeah.
good.
Sure.
It's pretty exciting because
Mhm.
I don't think I've seen a YouTuber being this passionate for a movie. Well, I think all
He's really
YouTubers have
excited.
done movies in the past. Like, if you think about it, like all like YouTubers that have
Smosh
done a
the
movie.
movie.
Yes, smash the movie, exactly. Over here, we did have like a bit of like British YouTubers that have done movies. So Tom will know this.
Mhm.
Tom will
Hell
know what I'm
yeah.
talking
I
about.
was thinking it. I was thinking it.
Yeah. So these two YouTubers called Joe Sugg and Casper Lee, and they've done a movie just it's like a road trip basically across Europe, and they've also done it in America. So that's so funny to me. It's just like when YouTubers have done like movies, like
And
what they've done.
this is a proper Stan talking here. John's name is in the credits of Joe and Casper Hit the Road USA.
Yes, right there, everybody,
That's
right
incredible.
there. Yeah.
Oh
Man.
man. What a year we have ahead of us.
Wow.
What a fascinating year ahead we have. Well, that does bring us to the end of today's episode. We did quite a bit of yapping today, but it was an absolute pleasure as always. John, Tom, John. Anything you guys would like to shout out, promo, anything you guys got coming up in 2020, 26, not 25, 26 that you guys would like to maybe tease the audience about just a bit?
Well,
yeah. Take away,
we will
Tom.
be talking about pretty much every film that we've discussed. Definitely, most of them on our lists are gonna be discussed. But a little bit closer to home, this week's video, so literally coming out on January 4th, is Stranger Things 5, and there is a
Yes.
lot to talk about.
There is a
And,
lot to talk about.
I can't promise positivity, but I can promise an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
at your own peril.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting discussion to just talk about Stranger Things in general, because a lot has changed, for Stranger Things, and it's just like, what sort of direction they've gone into. Because, well, season 1, I can safely say that season 1 is one of the best bits of television that we had.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
it's amazing.
It's amazing. And then here now, it's like, okay, sure. Yeah. Well, find out,
Yes.
what we talked about. That's going to be pretty soon.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, go check out the At a Time Film podcast on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere else it's located. Is it on all the streaming things, or is it just
Yeah,
those two?
it's definitely on Apple. So
Apple. Okay.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
We're actually also exclusively streaming on Disney Plus because we've been paid. That's
partnership.
Yeah, promo. Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you got the big Razor Crest from. That's where you got that from. That makes sense now.
Contractually obliged to wear Mandalorian armor. I'm really hot right now, guys.
Oh, so that's why you sound a bit muffled. That's why you just talking to the best guy. That's why.
I'm actually Pedro Pascal.
Oh, plot twist.
From the Materialists?
Yeah.
I mean, you have 2 Pedro Pascal movies in your list with Avengers Doomsday and Mandalorian.
Exactly. So
I'm just
a narcissist.
Makes sense. I love it.
How do you know that I don't have 5 Pedro Pascal movies on my list, Darren?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think what else? Yeah. No, he's in Narnia.
Yeah.
Wait, he's
Aslan.
He's the lion.
He's the metaphor for Jesus.
Lion. Yes. I remember now.
Oh,
yeah, he's employed. He's employed.
He's also the new voice of Woody in Toy Story.
Wow.
Yeah. And in Spider-Man, he is of course Sadie Sink.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought he was gonna be Spider-Man because he did like on that skit. He's like, I'm actually
everyone's wondering who Sadie Sink's gonna play, but it's actually just Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, yeah, real actor Pedro Pascal played by Sadie Sink. Makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the true reveal right there. Who is Sadie Sink? Pedro Pascal. Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Yeah, incredible. Well, yes, go
Uh,
check out all of their content. They genuinely one of my favorite podcasts. That is like
oh,
one of my.
thanks.
I
Oh,
like
thank
look
you.
through the list. I was like, have you seen this movie? I have. I will be watching this episode. I haven't seen this one. I'll wait till next week. But yes, go check out their stuff. We have a fantastic year ahead. We will be hopefully talking about a lot of movies we talked about here today, and we're gonna be diving in a little bit deeper to this similar conversation next week, as we're gonna be diving into every comic book movie or show and special that is coming out next year, and doing a deep dive on if we think they will be good or not. Not just the movies we have here, like Supergirl and or Doomsday and stuff like that. We also have like the final season of The Boys and Invincible season 3
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wonder Man and Daredevil
wow.
and the Punisher special and all these incredible things that are coming out next year, and we'll have a deep dive about those. Go check out these guys as always. We have some fun stuff ahead. And yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.